Gay. That did not pick up. You're fucking lucky. Hi, chat. What's up? I'm not late. You're late. Fuck you.
Technically, you're not late. You're on time. You just didn't unmute.
Well, I was supposed to unmute 4 minutes ago, but I didn't get everything done that I was supposed to. Oh. Hi, chat. How's it going? We have people here. It's time to continue where we left off. Do you? I'm drinking water. Time as a construct created by humanity. You're fine. Thank you. I know last time we did a session, I had like 17 notes before we actually got into it. This time I just have one, which is, session might be a little shorter this week, just because I want to say just I've had a very long day, but I feel like half our group has had a long day from what I've heard. So, it might be cut a little short today. However, the plan is to do a session next week as well, instead of 2 weeks out. So hopefully we can do that and make up for it. And then again, just a reminder, chat interaction is going to be a little less than usual until the end of the session. I will be reading and stuff like normal, but not chatting as much as I normally would. So, yeah. Let's get started. Let me switch screens. And I will give you a little recap. Last time, we started with 5 of our participants waking up in unfamiliar rooms, remembering a little bit of their past, and trying to figure out where they are. They were tasked with completing a little puzzle in each of the rooms they woke up in, meeting each other and completing this puzzle and being able to escape the room, getting out into the main information center where they now find themselves. And we ended off with Katya getting punched in the face as she walked out into the information center. A startled man seemingly hitting her out of just panic. And that is where we're gonna leave. That's where we left off, so we're gonna start right here. However, instead of starting in the information center, I'm gonna move down here to the bottom left to the... Will it fucking roll 20? There we go. To the kitchen, because we have someone here who was not here last time. For those who may not know you, Tim, would you like to introduce yourself and then introduce a little, basic details about your character? Or chat.
When you say introduce yourself, do you mean, introduce myself or introduce Rosita?
Do both.
Okay, some of y'all may know me. Hi, it's me, Tim. Oh my god, it's me, Timothy Caruso. Hi,
oh my
everyone.
God.
I'm infiltrating Dusk Stream in their D&D
Hi,
game.
Tim,
Oh my
hi.
god. Hi, Peter.
Hi, I'm a big fan. Hi.
I wasn't here last session, and my character is Rosita Maniscalco. I don't know what other details you want me to reveal or not.
Just basic info about her. I will put a little image on screen, but...
Rosita is a good-looking woman in her 30s. I believe she's in her 30s. Yeah, she's in her 30s. She is a good-looking woman in her 30s and is a singer and a restaurant owner. And she had 3 husbands, and that's all I'm gonna share.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So, you kind of wake up in this room, and immediately as you, start to open your eyes, just the light from above you is shining so bright and just directly into your eyes, causing a wave of pain over your head as you kind of try and grasp a bit of your surroundings. And as you wake up, you immediately see two people kind of looming over you, almost, it would seem, as you're sitting here on the floor. And you just kind of hear, as you're, like, kind of in and out of consciousness, still waking up, you just hear what seems to be a woman's voice just kind of going, Darlene, I think she's waking up. Come on over here. And what do you do?
I'm trying to get into character. I was trying to think of Rosia's voice as, like, you were talking. It's like, okay, this is my moment. Well, I guess I have no other choice. I follow these kind people as I'm having a raging migraine right now.
Yeah, you're kind of sitting on the floor, and this girl, she's not very tall. You see a girl in front of you, probably only about, like, 5 foot tall, max, maybe even shorter, with this huge head of purple hair going all the way down to her back, and a set of goggles on the top of that hair. A giant lab coat over her, and you can kind of see that she is looming over you in a way, kind of like not poking at you, but kind of trying to grab your attention. And you kind of see that she starts to say something to you, but you're not really able to hear it very well, as instantly your mind is just shot with this wave of pain, and you are shot back, kind of thinking to the last moment you remember when you were awake. It was the... I was prepared, shut up. It is the morning of July 8th, 2135. You just woke up and you're kind of standing in your restaurant ready to open the doors for customers as you normally would on any morning. The smell of, like, the stuff you were preparing for the morning before opening kind of wafting through the air. And it seems like a fairly standard morning for you. What are you doing in this moment?
Was this the flashback, right?
Yes.
As people are kind of coming in, I'm kind of letting everyone settle down, getting everyone's orders, helping with the waiters and whatnot, taste testing some of the chefs' fine food and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's a busy time, busy morning.
You remember a couple of the people that work with you coming in that morning, and as you open the doors, you're expecting them behind you, just getting stuff ready. It's been a very, very slow morning. It's clear it's not going to be super busy this morning. Not a lot of people are out on the street. And as you turn around to go ask one of the chefs something, you just suddenly hear from the kitchen, kind of, one of the burners for the stove. It's seeming like one of the chefs almost is just clicking it on, clicking it off, clicking it on, clicking it off. And as you're hearing this, what do you do?
I hear the sound of the clicking, and immediately I am getting worried hearing it, because either someone doesn't know how to work the stove, or the stove might be broken, and fixing that is expensive as hell. So I go to inspect and go see what all the clicking and clacking is about.
Yeah, so you start to make your way towards the kitchen from the front door. None of your waiters are really in the front room right now. You only had one or two that were supposed to be here. They're probably cleaning something or doing their tasks. It's fine, it's normal. And as you start to head back towards the kitchen, will you make me a survival check?
What do I roll for that?
So it'll just be a straight D20, and then you add your survival multiplier. If you have one.
My survival multiplier?
Yes.
I don't know what that is, I'm sorry.
I'm looking at your sheet now, so you don't have any dots filled, so it'll just be literally a straight D20 roll.
Alright, okay.
Damn. 18. That's pretty good. Okay, so as you're walking back, you suddenly hear that right as you're about getting to the kitchen door, like pretty much ready to open it, you just hear all of a sudden every single stove that was on, like cooking stuff for the morning, everything shuts off immediately with a loud just psh, and all the stoves seemingly have just shut off at once. The power's still on in the restaurant, but every single one, it just sounded like probably just shut off. And what do you do?
I keep myself composed, but am frivolously confused by this. I quickly try to look around to see what might have caused the stoves to shut down, and of course double checking to see if all the other power is either working or not in comparison to the stoves.
Yeah, so you kind of head into the kitchen, and there's none of your chefs are back there. There's nobody back there. You saw a couple of them enter this morning, but there's nobody back there currently. And you go to look at the stoves, and you flip one on, and the stoves are working fine. You can flip them all on, they'll turn on and start heating up again. It's really weird. And as you kind of turn to look at the back counter right behind all of the stoves, you see, seemingly organized out of like a bunch of different knives and forks, it spells out the words "Heaven Awaits" on the counter. And what do you do?
That's not concerning at all. I after checking the ovens, and I was laying out a sigh of relief, seeing that everything's fine. It was maybe just a little glitch, maybe with my poor ovens that were given down to from my father. And turning around, seeing the kitchenware, it displayed as such, I kind of get a little annoyed by this. I get a little annoyed seeing this, thinking someone's playing a trick on me. So I slowly start putting the kitchen utensils back in the rightful places, not thinking much about this code.
You start putting these away just frantically. You're annoyed. You don't have time for this morning. Last night was a little bit of a mess. You still have some stuff to clean up. You still have some stuff to do. So this is just, you don't have time for this. And you're kind of like huffing a little bit as you put all the silverware back. And you seemingly see out of the corner of your eye one of your chefs kind of turning the door to go out and probably take a smoke break like they normally would. So nothing crazy. And you feel like you hear a customer at the front door now. And what do you do?
I kind of just don't pay much mind to my chef leaving. Like, I don't know what exactly he must have been doing, so I just kind of let him be. Maybe he was taking a break, maybe he was checking something in the freezer, I don't know. I don't really bother in this moment as I hear the customer, as that's my priority at the moment. So I go out to go see what's going on with this supposed customer coming in.
Yeah, you walk out into the front door. You have a little bell over your door, and you thought you heard the door open and like a little jingling of the bell to signify that somebody is there. And as you enter the dining room, it's empty. There is nobody here. That, like, must have been a phantom noise or something. You've heard that noise so much. It might be your mind playing tricks on you. And can you make me a perception check?
Yes, I can. Hold on.
For this one, you have the 2 black dots filled, so you'll add +2 to whatever you roll.
Okay. So where's perception? Where is it? And then +2, that's was it plus whatever, or just, yeah, it's +2, so 18.
Yep, 18, perfect. So as you are walking in to look at the customer, but don't see anybody there, you suddenly seem to hear just rapid click, 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 as all of the stoves seem to be turning on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. And as you're hearing this clicking, it's suddenly getting louder. It started off as a click, 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 and now it's click, 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 click. And as this is happening, you suddenly feel a cloth, just a wet cloth, come over your face as somebody from behind grabs around you, shoving this cloth into your nose and mouth.
there's a lot there's a lot happening. I don't know how to react. I guess like getting the cloth, this suspiciously wet cloth.
Make a strength check.
Okay, yeah. Does that count?
That's an 8. Plus, you have 1, so a 9. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're trying to struggle get this cloth off of your mouth as you're kind of starting to feel like whatever is on this, the fumes are getting to you, and it's not nice. You're starting to feel very sleepy, and you kind of see as you're trying to struggle that whoever this is, they are so much stronger than you. They just have their arm wrapped around you to hold this, and they are completely sturdy. And you can kind of see that their arm is covered in some, like, metallic black plating as they wrap it around you. Like, it almost looks like some, like, kind of futuristic armor, in a sense. And as you keep struggling, eventually the consciousness starts to leave your body as everything fades to black, and the whatever was on that rag clearly knocking you out here. And with another jolt of pain, your brain suddenly shoots back into this room that you find yourself in, and the girl that's been over you is just kind of still like leaning over you a little bit and just very softly going, oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
So slowly but painfully, I at this current moment, I am now not entirely awake, but I am awake because of this young lady awakening me. I could clearly have like this because of with my father. I clearly have the scent of the chlorophyll of whatever the hell was on that rag, recognizing it.
Yeah.
And now realizing what the hell just happened, and seeing barely seeing what or my area, I can kind of get the idea that I was kidnapped, and I kind of squint at this young lady a little suspiciously now, because I don't know if she's like my kidnapper or not. So I kind of tiredly look at her, but kind of scoot away nervously.
Yeah, you kind of start scooting away, and the girl seemingly is just kind of standing there above you. Not above you anymore, but like over kind of near you, fairly calmly. And you see from around this center thing, you kind of see now that you are in something very familiar to you. You find yourself in this kitchen. It's this very professional kitchen like you would have found at your own restaurant. However, this place is nice. This is like the newest appliances, the newest cookware. Everything in this room is beautiful. Like, this is what you wish you had as your kitchen. And from around the center table that kind of has a couple of the stoves and like counter space on it, you see an older woman with a cane wearing this big skirt with a little apron on it. A striped shirt. She's got shorter white curly hair. Big pair of glasses as she comes around the counter looking at you and just softly like saying in your direction goes, oh, don't worry, dearie. We're in the same position as you. And you can kind of see as the grandma bends down kind of near you, showing you her wrist, which has this like bracelet watch type thing on it. This like smartwatch almost, but it's weird. And you look down and see that you have one as well on your wrist.
I kind of look at the grandma. Well, first of all, the kitchen area. I take in the kitchen area as I am very much bewildered by this very much fancier kitchen that I found myself in.
Yeah.
It's almost scarily fancy, as I could have only imagined. And upon being greeted by the grandma, who I feel a little bit more comforted by to be around. She being around her feels a little bit more comforting than the young lady. And after she points at the watch, I look at my own wrist, and now I'm getting nervous seeing it because I don't remember putting this on.
Immediately, Grandma just sees you looking at the watch and goes,
Oh, by the way, don't try and pull it off or anything. They said while you were asleep that, the watch is, like, injected into your arm. If you pull it, it gives you a nice shock.
I'm immediately scared now. I kind of look in horror and just pull my hand away from the watch, but am extremely unsettled as I stare at it because it's attached to my body.
yeah. And you kind of hear, these two kind of just sit here talking to you. The grandma introduces herself as Darlene, and the other girl introduces themselves as Sierra. And you hear about how they woke up a while before you, and in this room they were kind of locked in here, and they were forced to solve this weird puzzle. They were having to mix these different ingredients together, seemingly making, like, this dish. There was a couple of clues on, like, the knives and stuff. It seemed very elaborate, but they tell you,
Oh, dearie, we already found the escape. We can leave the room whenever. We just wanted to make sure that you were okay before we headed out.
Uh-huh. I kind of, like, nod slowly, like, taking all this information and then proceed to look around a bit more in the room I'm in. Both curiously and also still majorly confused, but at least I'm not alone.
yeah, you kind of look around, and the two girls kind of, it seems like they're, like, patiently waiting at the door for you to kind of get your bearings. And you can, as Darlene is telling you these things, you can see, like, you see one of the knives and you see the clue printed on the side of it, and you're looking at the ingredients and stuff. You can kind of tell, it's pretty clear they're telling the truth. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
I look at the, like, all the ingredients and all the clues that were scattered around previously, as, of course, me looking at them any further would have no purpose now because it's already been solved.
Yeah.
So I kind of look at the... You said there was someone looking at me? Or someone, like, is staring at me, is that what you said?
Not necessarily. Darlene and Sierra are just kind of waiting nearby the door, letting you do your thing. See what you want to look at.
Is the door open?
The door is not open, however, Sierra is currently holding a key.
I look at Sierra, and I kind of point and ask, who's like, does that key open the door behind you?
Sierra kind of gives you a shrug. She's like,
I was actually just about to try it out when you woke up.
I assume so. This is the only locked thing. Here, let me... And she kind of puts the key in the door and turns it. And yeah, it turns, and you hear the door just with a click unlock. And... Oh, go.
Yeah, go. I hear the click, and I get a little bit more hopeful hearing it.
Yeah, and Sierra kind of puts her ear up to the door, and she, like, turns over to you and Darlene and goes, oh my god, there's people out here. As she's kind of listening out at the commotion of what just happened out in the main room.
I kind of step between Sierra and what was the name of the grandma again?
Darlene.
I kind of step between them to get a good look, and even step outside as kind of like you two can stay back here while I take a look, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I kind of look into the main hall curiously.
So you step out and find yourself, I will drag y'all over, in this big information center room. There's a bunch of other people out here, and you kind of walk out looking, and you can see all of these people. You see in this bottom right corner, this random woman who you've never seen before is laid out on the floor. clearly something just happened while everybody else is kind of in shock. And you kind of stand out here for a moment, and Darlene and Sierra kind of look out, waiting, and see that everything's good, and follow you out. And you now find yourself in this room immediately after Katya. Brooks has just delivered that swift right hook right into your side of your jaw. And you are now all in the same room together. You've seen this door open. Your two groups came out of these two, and then you can see that this door on the far left is wide open. And anybody, what do you do?
I kind of like take in the surroundings, seeing all the big groups of people around, and I kind of look at Darlene and Sierra for a moment, and I look at them and I begin to ask, so you two woke up in that room with me and you don't know anyone else here?
You kind of see Sierra immediately shakes her head no, and Darlene kind of takes a second to peek out. She kind of puts her hand over her eyes, kind of peeking out over the crowd, seeing everybody, and just looks at you, and with like a sad like frown on her face goes, I'm afraid I don't, dearie. I apologize.
I take a deep breath and I nod to them, understanding that we are all basically in the same situation. And well, seeing that there's a bunch of group of people here, I guess it'd be better to get the full story. So can I move my token?
You can. And as Rosita is moving, is there anybody? Well, Rosita's doing this with Darlene and Sierra. What are the rest of you doing?
Oliver is going to basically just kind of like crouch down, like next to Katya if she's on the ground. Is she on the ground? Or is she standing?
She got punched.
She got laid out.
Laid the fuck out.
Harry is running over.
Well, I have the shortest thing in response to Katya getting her lights punched out, and it's, ooh, hope her nose is okay.
Katya is on the ground, like, has her knees half bent, hands cupped over her face, and she's just making this quiet, pained sound into her hands.
Yeah, you kind of put your hand over your nose as the dude who punches you kind of backs up, seeing what he's done. And you kind of start to feel a little bit of blood trickle down onto your hand. He kind of punched you in the side of the nose area almost, and now the one side of your nose, there's like a little trail of blood coming out. And immediately as you're laying down the floor, you just hear running footsteps as some random dude in a hoodie comes up, and you just see a bright light as this dude turns his camera around to take a selfie.
Dude, what the fuck?
With your ass on the ground.
Harry's just gonna... My nose is broken?
What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
It's okay. Is my nose broken? Can I feel it?
Make a medicine check for me.
Oh god, I wish I would have redone her sheet.
Busted.
Okay, that's just flat 11.
Honestly, that's pretty good. You kind of feel around. It's clearly not broken, but it's clear this is gonna leave a mark. You try and like smell a little bit, and your smell is a little like hindered by this. Clearly he did something. It's not necessarily broken, but you're feeling it.
She like sits up, and there is loathing, like murderous loathing in her eyes. And she's going to try to grab a fistful of the guys in front of her shirt, the one who's taking a photo, and pull him onto the ground with her.
Oh god, okay. I'm gonna
Kill
roll.
him! Kill him!
Vander, as he's taking these selfies, and you grab at him, he just lets out a loud and I'm gonna roll to see if he can get out of your grasp. That was a really bad roll. You grab at him and pull his hoodie, and kind of pulling on his hoodie, with your anger, you just get like a seemingly pretty strong grasp on him, and you pull and kind of send him like reeling over, and he just smacks against the wall as he hits the ground. Clearly he's fine, but
when he hits the ground, she's gonna try to crawl on top of him and pull his phone out of his hands.
Make a strength
God.
check for me. I'm gonna contested strength this.
She is not very strong, so
He's not
Come on,
either.
I
Don't
believe.
worry.
But Vander just got
that's
his
11
face.
as well.
Yeah, but his face just got smashed into a wall. Shouldn't he get like a disadvantage thing or something? Blink, blink.
Peanut, he rolled a 6.
Flutter
That's all.
eyelashes.
Peanut, he
Blink,
rolled a
eyelashes.
6. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you grab his phone and rip it out of his hands, and immediately he is scrambling, trying to grab it back, and you just hear, bro, no, bro, I need that, dude.
Still sitting on him, she is going to like turn around, like half around, one hand still on him to try to hold him down, and whip his phone at the wall as hard as she possibly can.
You're throwing his phone?
Why would
Against
we
the
need
wall.
that?
Yeah.
Wait, we need that.
That's the only way we can tell time.
Seeing the phone broken.
Well, hold
I was
on.
gonna say,
Broken?
Hold
did
on.
it break that easily?
I am going to
Yeah.
roll something to determine if that broke the phone or not.
Oh!
Oh no.
So with that roll, you throw it against the wall and you hear a clack as it hits the wall and falls to the ground. And it kind of lands over, like, in this area almost. And does anybody go and check?
I'm getting that phone.
I'll go
I'm
check.
picking it up.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Katya's gonna yell at Oliver, go pick that up. Do not let him have it.
I'm pitching it.
I will pick it up then!
Hey!
Is Terry picking it up or
Finders
Oliver?
keepers.
Terry went first? I saw Terry's icon move first. Actually,
First, but like,
let's do this. If you two are both scrambling for it, I want a dex check from both of you.
On it, boss.
not X. Why would you do this to me?
I will allow dex or sleight of hand, whichever one you're better at.
I'm very sleight of hand, loser.
No,
That's a 13.
that's gonna be a 6.
You two are scrambling to grab the phone. Terry picks it up first, and you tap the screen. This phone is fine. It didn't even scratch.
Oh.
It's all good. I'm gonna just go through his phone a little bit.
That SpongeBob face that I failed.
You tried, Queen.
Terry, you swipe up on the phone to try and get in, and you can see this man's password is approximately 40 digits long. There is... You don't know this dude's password.
This bitch uses Face ID, and I know it.
How are you even... Do you even, like, have service here, dude?
No, if I had service, these pictures would have been posted a long time ago, dude. My Instagram followers need to see this.
Katya points at
Okay,
Terry,
then.
do not give it back to this absolute lunatic. And she has
Okay.
not gotten off of him yet. She is sitting
Okay.
on his torso.
Harry at this point is going to yell out to the entire room. All right, everyone, let's quit these ridiculous shenanigans because it's not getting us anywhere or helping any of us. We're all in the same situation here. So let's calm the fuck down and act like rational adults. Although I don't think that's possible for that one, pointing at Vander.
Harry, out of the back, you just kind of hear some footsteps as the woman that was on the couch kind of walks up towards the door that you, Ono, and Vander left. And you just hear, coming from the corner as she puts her hand on the doorknob, you just hear, "Ooh, well, somebody in here's a big man now, aren't they? Brooks, get your ass over here. We're going in here." And she is going to exit into this room. And you see the dude who punched Katya. He looks over at Katya, a little panicked, and he books it following her.
What a loser!
All right.
And those
that's
two
not going to
exit
be
into that
helpful.
room.
All right, well, that's not going to be helpful for us in the slightest, and I don't know why they're doing that, given we just came out of there instead of asking. All right. How about we all establish who we all are here, and once those two come out, once they realize nothing of substance is in there, we'll get those two as well.
You
Thumbs
just
up.
kind of hear the dude that's been sitting on the couch, kind of hanging out, watching this all fold out. He just kind of looks over you and goes, "Oh, don't worry, I was in a room with those two. I know them. I can just introduce them for you. Don't worry. They're a lot."
Yeah, no, I completely understand you in terms of people you woke up with being a lot. Again, eyeing Vander.
Immediately out of the
That's not a lie.
corner. Out of the corner, Vander's kind of sitting up against the wall. He's kind of like sad at this point. And as Harry says this, you just hear a loud "Bro!" as he's like upset, yelling at you from the corner.
Ono did the exact same thing where she's like, she has her hands out. She's like, what? Oh, Ono wasn't allowed. What are you talking about? I helped.
No, you were perfectly great, Ono. You are wonderful. I'm glad to have met you. And
She smiles. You see a little shine.
And as you're kind of saying this, Harry, you see from the corner this grandma, smaller girl figure come up, and the grandma comes up, reaching her hand out to shake your hand.
He shakes.
Yeah, she just goes, well, it's lovely to see that someone else in here is a bit more, should I say, cultured. The name's Darlene, and my friend here is Sierra. We just met in the room down there.
Thank you. It's nice to meet the two of you. I'm Harry. My friend here that was in the room with me can introduce herself. Pointing to Ono.
Ono strikes a pose, and then she does like the little like peace sign on her forehead, and she goes, Saika Ono Noel, at your service.
Darlene just kind of bows her head and goes, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, dearie. And,
oh, you're nice. I like you.
And Darlene kind of turns over to Rosita and goes, I don't think I actually caught your name while we were back in the room, because we were so worried about you waking up and all that.
Rosita is just so stunned after watching this whole situation. It kind of both. She's never seen something like this happen before with a bunch of strangers. However, she has seen many similar situations with her many brothers. You know, being sat on phones, being thrown about, chasing after the phones. It almost brings her a sense of a home almost, but she is still very startled. So when Darlene talks to her, she kind of turns around. Oh, I am Rosita Maniscalco.
And Darlene kind of nods her head again, and once again just repeats, well, it's lovely to meet you, dearie. And she kind of points to the three who came from the bottom room and goes, and you three would be?
Katya will, get up from where, she got off of Vander, walk over to Oliver while introducing herself, go, Katya, and then point at Oliver and go, introduce him as well, and then, hold her hand out, waiting for Oliver to give, his tie to her.
Wait, my headphones freaking fell off. What did you say? I'm so sorry.
It's okay. She introduced Oliver, doesn't let him speak for himself, and then tries to take his tie from him.
He kind of resists. Eventually, he sort of gives in. Is okay.
She takes it and she's using it to blot her bloody nose.
I have stuff for that. You don't have to do that. That's gross.
She just shrugs and motions for Terry to introduce himself.
Hey, my name's Terry.
She
It.
just kind of looks down and goes, well, it's lovely to meet you three, and you in the corner. And Vander, you could see at this point, he is fully doing the little kid thing where he has just a big pout on his face. He's fucking crossed his arms, and he just looks away.
It looks like
He stomps his foot.
It looks like he's sitting in the corner with his arms crossed with the way his token's looking.
Yeah.
Bro's put in timeout.
Yeah, and he...
That's not fair.
Yeah, he's doing that, and he just does not open his mouth and looks the other way.
Who are you again?
That's...
I'm like gesturing to Vander. I'm sorry.
Did you? Oh no, you're good. So Ono just points it over and goes, he's a bit of a loser, but his name's Vander or something.
Dusk, do I recognize him?
I'm gonna say with it being you, oh yeah, you immediately recognize this dude. He is on all of the forums. You have seen only the worst things from this dude, but looking at his face, you can see the stupid faces that he makes in his thumbnails, literally 24/7, and that's just all that appears in your mind as you see this dude sitting on the floor here.
This fucking guy got kidnapped. Oh my god, okay.
It's just the cloud face.
And
I'm not gonna make this fun now.
Darlene kind of looks over at Terry and goes, well, dearie, do you two know each other? It seems like you,
He's just some loser that I've seen online a lot. All he does is just post out a bunch of stupid videos.
He's not even gonna look over at you, but out of the corner you just hear a loud yell of just stupid!
Yeah.
And, sorry. Right before
you're good.
Right before you could do anything, Terry, I'm gonna have you make a dex check as Vander gets up, pushes past Oliver, and tries to run and grab at the phone.
What? Well, that's a 4.
I will make a sleight of hand to see what he rolls.
Please roll a 3. It'd be so funny. Please.
A one.
He reaches over, grabs at the phone, immediately yanks it out of your hand, and fucking books it into this room down there.
Could I try to grab Vander?
No.
Make a strength check, I will say this is.
He's strong.
Oh, frick! That's a nat 20 plus.
Oh my god.
Okay!
Plus 3. So that's a 23.
As he tries to run away, you grab at his jacket and yank his ass back. And he immediately just looks over at you as he kind of falls to the floor and goes, Bro! No, you don't have to do this,
I'm not going to hit you. I just think it's best that we stay together. And for this, you know, we're all in this together, right?
You only contribute to a group by doing anything besides making stupid content.
First off, again, I take offense to the stupid. My content gets 10 million views per video.
I don't really care.
That is not stupid, it is successful. And,
Okay.
So
tired.
He kind of starts stuttering over his words. And, I want everyone in the group to make me... Ooh, what do I want to call this?
Oh no, my dice.
I want you all to make... I'm going to call this perception as Vander pulls a little something out of his pocket.
Alright, go and roll. So yes, where's rolls?
Where are we gonna put the rolls?
I can make a roll, sorry.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Also, I'm so ashamed, Dusk. I'm supposed to be eyes, and I'm not eyes.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm
At
less
all of
eyes.
this,
Oh no.
at all of this, Harry is just gonna put their head in their hands and just quietly say to themselves, Dios mío.
I need... What is Rosita's roll on there?
I rolled an 18.
Okay, sorry, I was looking in the chat.
So
There you go.
eyes.
So only Harry and Rosita really fully notice this, and you can see as he's kind of stuttering over his words to say to Oliver, as Oliver asks him to be helpful, you see as he pulls out a little firecracker and throws it at the wall and attempts to run again. And if you didn't make that perception check, I'm not going to let you to stop him.
Frick.
Bye.
Yeah, Harry's gonna run after him and grab him. Just grab him by the fucking shitty tacky ass jacket he's wearing.
Strength check.
Hey, I gave myself 1 for the dad strength. I got this. That's a +1 to it, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Unless I don't fucking roll well, that's great. Okay, that's a 7.
Yeah, he is going to get over to the door, and before you can reach him, he gets in, and you see as he enters the door to the room that Darlene, Sierra, and Rosita just exited, and before you can even get there, slams the door shut.
Well, he's gone. Oh well.
Good riddance.
Was there a reason to her for all of this?
No, I just don't like him.
Fair enough, I suppose.
And
Harry is just gonna bang his head against the door and just this time whisper to himself, and knock.
Vander has locked himself in that room, and the dude that's been on the couch this entire time, he's just looking wide-eyed, kind of shocked this entire time, and he just goes, well, I mean, that was a way to make an exit, I guess. I guess I can go now. And he kind of looks at the group. He's the man with, like, this big puff of gray hair. He's a very big dude, like 6'3", clearly built, and goes, well, my name's Ace. The 2 people who left into the one room y'all exited from were, that was Ava and Brooks. They were, I guess we could say, my roommates, if we want to call them that. They more so just fought the entire time, and then you see how that turned out. So that's us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you all also met that gentleman who is an enormous pain in the side, to say the least.
Oh, really? I didn't notice that. That's crazy.
I know, it's very hard to tell.
Well, cut in.
Yeah.
Hold her hand up. Can you get him to delete that photo? I really have a reputation to uphold here. I mean, I was supposed to get a promotion the other day before all this happened, and I really don't think a photo of me bleeding on the floor is gonna be good for that.
You can't even
Can you get rid
post
of that?
it. There's like no service here.
I would prefer if it was deleted as soon as possible. Even if you can't post it yet, soon would be nice.
If anybody can get his phone and do a security wipe of it, that would be lovely.
Or just break it.
Peace
That
sign.
also works. He's like specifically looking at Terry about this because he could just fucking tell.
He's just like, aye.
Yeah, and you guys are kind of standing in this room, and you see on your watch, like, you hear a little doot-doot, and you look at your watch, which made that noise, and a timer starts saying 2 hours and starts to count down.
Hey, 2 hours for what? He's like yelling at the watch, like I can hear him still.
There's no answer.
It's either to solve a certain another puzzle that they're going to present to us, or it's to get out of this whole place as a whole.
Alright. What other rooms are there? Or what happened? I'm not got it.
I look towards Ace and did you 3 come out of this room?
He just looks at you and goes, oh, yeah, I guess we forgot to close the door, my bad. Yeah, there's a lounge or whatever the hell they call it in there.
Okay.
So the door to the direct bottom and top of us are the 2 that haven't been explored at all. Is that correct?
As far as I know, I think we were the first to come out, and I haven't seen anybody come out of either of those 2.
Let's head in then.
Huh?
So
We should all head
we're-
into a single one together, is my suggestion. I don't think any of us
But-
should split up.
Were you just sitting here waiting for something to happen instead of investigating other rooms?
I would have loved to investigate other rooms, but until y'all came out, every other room was locked, and I was mostly playing peacemaker between the two that ran into the other room. I didn't really have time to do shit.
Okay, that's fair.
Ace is just gonna kind of look at y'all and go, and speaking of, I would love to join y'all, but I'm just gonna go real quick, at least make sure those two didn't kill each other, because it wouldn't shock me at this point. And he's gonna kind of get up and kind of walk over to this room, opening the door and kind of like sneaking his way in.
Harry's just gonna kind of think for a second and be like, perhaps we should gather everyone together before we go exploring these other rooms. Would anyone like to follow Ace while anyone else can follow me to get Vander?
I can help with
That's
Vander, sure.
hard.
I suppose I can follow Ace.
I look towards Katya for help on making a decision.
Oh my gosh.
She's gonna think about it for a minute and go, I want you, Oliver, to go get Vander and break his phone. I'm gonna follow Harry, okay?
Harry is
No.
going to.
So we're all going to the same place. Gotcha. Besides
Okay,
Rosita.
Ono's just.
Wait, alright, I'll follow-
Ono's just gonna look
I'll go
around
with
and just go. I guess Ono's going with Ace also.
Yeah, I meant to say Oliver and Katya are splitting up. I messed that up.
Oh, you're good. So Katya and Oliver are going to the north room. Everybody else going to the south.
Oh no, Oliver is going
No.
to the south. Ono and Katya are going to the north.
Oh no, and Katya are going
And,
to the
And
north.
and Rosita.
And
Rosita's
Rosita.
going north, and then
Oh,
Terry.
Rosita's also going north.
I'm gonna move y'all
She
just to
also
make
recommends,
this.
yeah.
Oh. Here.
Wow, why didn't we think of that?
So much easier.
And you kind of hear as you guys kind of split up, Darlene's just she kind of looks over and she goes, I don't think I'm gonna be much help with the youngins around here, so I'm gonna take the little one. We're gonna see if we can break into any of these two rooms. Y'all get those guys real quick. And you can see she's gonna kind of start working on this door down here with Sierra. And we will start with the top right room. Ace kind of has his hand on the door and looks over and goes, oh, I'm in the more the merrier. I'm going to need all the help with these two. And opens the door. And immediately as the door is opened, you just hear a woman's voice screaming, just, oh my god, Brooks, what are you doing? You are an idiot. I cannot believe I chose to bring you in here. I should have grabbed anybody else. And, do you guys enter?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh
I
no!
suppose there's not much of a choice, so I'll walk in.
Ono stands at the door. She's suspicious.
So the two of you that enter the dining room, I gotta switch my screen too, not just y'all's. Let me get your ass out of here, put Rosita.
I'm so small.
I'm making you big.
You're so ill.
I'm so little.
You were so little.
Woman.
Oh my god, it's so ill.
And the other one was Katya. And you can kind of see Brooks and Ava kind of in this corner. Ava has Brooks almost, it seems like, trying to take down this moose head. As she is just standing back here, kind of leaning on the chair, barking orders at him. For the record, I will say, this is the one that was trapped.
Oh, just the
no.
one on the right?
Yeah,
Or was it?
it was
Oh,
just
both of
the one
them
on the
are.
right.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, Ono's still just gonna look over and just go, I was in this room. Just want to let you know that if you pull on it too much, you might die.
The girl is gonna kind of turn over to you suddenly, not seeing that anybody else came in, and just go, oh my god, Ace, didn't I tell you to wait outside? Why are you bringing a bunch of idiots in here for? I'm already having to deal with one, and that's enough. And
Katya's gonna yell at the same time as her, pointing at Brooks and go, "You hit me!"
You fucker! You hit me! What the fuck?
Brooks is gonna turn around and go to say something. Ava's just gonna go, "Shut up!" And she's going to turn over to Katya and just look her straight in the eyes. She's kind of leaning her elbow on the top of the chair, has her fist under her jaw, and goes, well, maybe if you were anybody of any value, then somebody would give a shit that you got hit.
She's pretending like she cannot even hear her. Like, her opinion does not matter at all. And she's gonna, like, wipe her nose again and go, "Hello, are you listening?" Like, and walk a little bit up, trying to get, like, Brooke's attention.
Brooks kind of turns again, and Ava holds up her hand again to be like, "Don't speak." And he turns back around, clearly, like, almost frightened.
Oh my god.
So finally Katya will face her and be like, "Okay, I don't know what is so far up your ass that you're not even gonna let him speak to me, but I'm gonna need you to, okay? I don't really want a me and you problem, given, you know, I mean, I think you're probably a really nice girl, but I'm trying to have a civilized conversation here. If you could be quiet for 2 seconds."
Ava is just gonna look over at Katya, and you can see her mouth just opens wide into this huge grin as she is smiling. You just hear a, "Oh, you don't know who the fuck you're talking to, do you?"
You clearly don't need know from me either. Thank you.
She is also going to pull out a little notepad and she's gonna go, "Oh, sweetie, sorry, can I get your name?"
She's gonna hold up her ID that's around her neck that clearly states her as the CEO of her pharmaceutical company. Sit there, blank-eyed.
Ava's gonna kind of lean over, and she's clearly writing something down, and she's gonna write down, and she's gonna, like, kind of say out loud as she's writing, "Katya, perfect. So just so you know, I will make sure as soon as we get out here that your career is fucking over, bitch."
Honestly, good luck, sweetheart. Anyway, if we could just hurry this up, okay? Can we just speed this along just a little bit, expedite the process? I don't know what you have your weird little boy toy doing, but I need him to come over here.
She's immediately looking over at Brooks again, giving him a glare to be like, "Don't," and go, I'm sorry, but this idiot, this one's mine. You can go find your own."
I've already got my own. Thank you.
And it seems he's already abandoned you, so...
Wow, do you have codependency issues with yours already?
She's just gonna roll her eyes and go, "Oh my god, I can't wait to ruin you. Anyways, Brooks, we're getting out of here. Don't bother with her." And she's gonna start trying to head down this way towards the door. And Brooks just, like, panically, he looks over at Katya, looks back, and just kind of follows her.
Katya's gonna turn back towards the group, especially Rosita, and just be like, "You know, I prefer you a million times more. You know you're prettier. I hope you know that."
Oh. Rosita is a little... Rosita's a little off-putted just from surprise, but blushes lightly. Oh, you're so sweet. Why, thank you.
Katya just likes pitting women against each other, but I think that's it's better to be flattered.
And, Ava, they're gonna continue walking around. as this conversation happens. She clearly ignored whatever was just said. And as this is all happening, you kind of just see Ace at the door. He's just gonna go, all right. They're trying to do a whole meeting thing in the main room to figure out what's happening. Can you two join us, or are you? And immediately Ava just puts up her hand and goes, shut up! I ain't doing shit for you. Now get out of the fucking way so I can go check out the other room. And he's just gonna roll his eyes. Ace is gonna roll his eyes and kind of look at the others in the group and be like, alright.
As Rosita, I just kind of gently pull Ono away from these other two jerkwads, like almost protectively.
Oh, sure. Like, Ono lets herself get pulled, and then she kind of, like, tilts her head and just goes, what are you looking for in the other rooms anyways? It was just another trap room, and we had to get out, just like you.
She puts her hand on the doorknob and goes to exit and just looks over and Ono and goes, none of your fucking business, sweetie. And leaves. And Brooks kind of looks at the group, looks back, looks at Ace. Ace kind of shrugs at him, and Brooks runs out after her.
I do not like this woman at all. Just for the record.
I agree so much. I feel like... And then she's gonna stop there very suddenly, think about what she's saying, and go, that's gonna get me a case. We're not gonna say that.
Ono's just kind of staring at the door still and just goes, aw, I don't know. Something about the way she talks kind of seems familiar. Oh well, it's probably not important.
Seems like she has a high personality, of course.
Not really high. Pathetic, yeah.
For lack of nicer terms I could use. I don't exactly like being crude to many people. But she is definitely pushing some buttons of mine, and I haven't even talked to her personally.
Oh no, you can say crude if you want to. You're allowed to that.
No.
And those two have left. Do you guys exit?
Yeah, there's probably not much here anyway.
No, there's nothing here. I've already tried. I couldn't kill Vander with the fucking moose, and so there's nothing here anymore. It's useless.
The moose scares you.
No, it's like it's trapped or something, and like I really wanted Vander to mess with it, and I couldn't get him to, so...
So heading back to the main room, Harry and Oliver, you see as Ava and Brooks exit and immediately just start down towards this room, going over and entering the door. Harry, Oliver, and Terry all see this. And a little while after, the other four exit, coming back into the room. But in the meantime, what are you three doing as you come towards the kitchen?
I'd like
Go
the
in
door's
and
still locked,
Dr.
right?
Vander.
Huh?
Is the door still shut?
The door is shut.
Oh.
Open the
It's
door!
locked.
Open.
You try to open the door, and it's clear it's not locked from the doorknob moving. But it is clear he has placed something in front of the door. And every time you do, it's just clang, 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 clang.
Then I'd like to...
Go ahead.
It's gonna be a little long.
No, do it.
Take your time.
Okay. Oliver's gonna go next to like right up to the door. Be like I guess quaintly knock on it. Be like, hey, Vander? Was it? Are you in there?
You don't hear him say anything, but you clearly hear shuffling, clearly showing to the fact that whatever he has barricaded in front of the door, he is sitting on it.
Oh my god. Alright, no, Vander. The thing on your watch, did it have like a 2-hour clock, like counting down?
You kind of hear Vander just like, huh? And he kind of takes a second. He goes, oh, bro, thanks for letting me know. I didn't even see that. That's wild.
Look, we all came to the conclusion it might be some sort of timer or something. And, well, we don't want it to reach 0. And, I mean, you want to get back to get some, like, service for your phone so you can get back to posting, right? Look, if we all work together, you'll be able to get there faster, right?
Make me a charisma check.
Yeah! Let's go!
You got this, I believe.
Ooh, 23!
So as you're saying this, you just kind of hear from behind the door, you just hear and he kind of looks, you kind of hear him like shuffle a bit, probably looking down at his watch again, and he goes, alright, yeah, no, bro, I get you, hold on, give me a second, and he jumps off the thing he was sitting on, unbarricades the door, and opens the door.
This motherfucker.
Alright. Look, coming out, no, if, the lady tries to attack you in any way, we'll keep you safe, and there's no... Look, we'll keep you safe, and I'm sure all of us working together will be able to we'll all be able to get out of here as quickly as possible. We'll go back to our normal lives, and, look, although we will do our best to keep you safe, I'm not sure about the safety of your phone. She might take it back. And I was thinking you could give it to someone else, so she might not know that someone else has it. And once she searches you and doesn't find it, I mean, she won't have to look for it again. And once this is all over, we can give it back to you, and everything will be fine.
Your charisma roll was so good that I'm just going to say Vander looks at you and goes, bro, dude, you know you are so smart. That's genius. Who do you want me to give it to? Is it you? Do you want it?
Look, I'll keep it safe for you. All right?
And he will hand over his phone.
I'm gonna break it.
Let's go!
Yeah!
In front of his face?
Do it!
Yeah!
Step on
Harry,
it!
by the way, is going to get in the way of Vander going back into that door.
Yeah, so you do that. Oliver, you just snap this phone in two, and Vander looks at you, completely blank in the face for a minute, and then just looks up at you and goes, oh, bro, that was a good one. Good prank. Now where's the real phone?
Harry's recording this.
Phone. Phone. I'm gonna pull out my freaking blog phone.
He's just gonna look at that and go, bro, that thing is... that wild. Is that the new model, bro?
It's a Nokia.
Dude, I've never heard of one of those before, bro. And he's gonna come over to the couch and he's gonna go, bro, you gotta tell me all about it, dude.
We heard of this game called Snake.
You think that thing can run Snake? Nah.
And Vander's out of the
I
room.
make phone calls.
All right. Harry's gonna look over, and I assume we see the other four coming back in as well.
Yeah. At this point, everybody's kind of convulging in the same room. You saw the other two exit this way, and Ace is just gonna look over at Harry and them and go, well, man, we tried. I don't know what else.
Tried what?
You know, the two just lovely people that we were supposed to, go get.
And they're just hanging out in there still.
No, they went to the other room. I swear, he's gonna look over at them and go, I swear, Ava and this one, and he's gonna point at Katya and go, I swear they were gonna rip each other's heads off in there.
I think Katja would win.
Honestly, I still might. And she's gonna clap her hands together.
Well, perhaps we should not indulge in any of our more violent tendencies when we're in a situation where we don't understand exactly what's going on and are in rather grave danger. But that's besides the point. And he's gonna turn to Darlene. Did you guys manage to get through this door here at all?
She's gonna kind of look over at her and go, I'm afraid I wasn't able to open it, dear, but I can tell you just from listening up to the door, there's at least another 3 people in there.
Oh,
No.
that's curious. Okay. He's gonna go up to the top door now and listen in to see if there's 3 people in that one and if it's locked.
It is locked. You listen, though, and it is silent.
Hmm.
Can't the people on the other
Interesting.
side of this one hear you?
Darlene just looks over and goes, well, I tried knocking, dearie, but, from what I can tell, it's probably too loud in there.
Just yell.
And you could see Sierra, the girl next to Darlene, just knocks on the door and goes, hey, can you hear me? Very loudly. And Darlene kind of listens up against the door for a minute and then just turns around and goes, I'm nothing, dearie.
Okay. They're probably going to be the only people that can unlock themselves out.
Probably. And presumably, then, that is this time limit on our watches. For them to finish their rooms, I suppose, in time for when we're all going to have to move on.
Hey, Cal.
Let's hope that they do.
Hi.
You know how there's a big screen on the right
Yes.
side of the room?
Yeah, this giant
Can I look
screen.
at the screen?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
is there anything on the giant fucking screen?
No, you kind of look at the screen and it's a blue screen. There's kind of like little like lines appearing across it that seem to just be like natural, probably. It's probably whatever background they have on the screen, but no, there's nothing on it.
Mm,
May I
that
open up to the
sucks.
door? The one where it's too loud? I wanna hear why it's too loud.
Sure. You come down here, Darlene, without even saying, just graciously steps out the way for you.
Oh.
Taking a second to move, like she has to move her cane and stuff.
Yeah, 'cause she's the best and she's awesome and we love her and she's
Unlike
cool.
most people, Katya
Yeah.
Katya usually pushes past everyone, but she will very nicely step around Darlene.
You listen in and kind of hear, and you can see you can hear 3 people talking. There's something about a puzzle, something about a sword, and you can hear it sounds like faint music, probably coming over like a loudspeaker or something. It sounds very much like medieval, like almost fair music.
They're having a Ren fair in there. Actually, that's in character. She would say that to the group. She would turn around and like scoff and go, "They're having a Ren fair."
What?
Katya, all of these rooms were themed after something. Perhaps that one is simply themed after some sort of medieval times.
And she'll like go, she'll scoff and go, "That's old people stuff." No one really cares about
Katya-
real medieval things now.
Katya, how old are you?
She looks kind of shy and goes, "Don't you know you're not supposed to ask women that question?"
I'm not particularly into demeaning women in the sense of not allowing these kind of questions to be asked.
That answer. I'm 35.
Well, we're the exact same age, so that means
Oh
that
my
it's not for
God.
old people, it's for us.
Wow, you guys
She
are
puts
old.
her head in her hands and goes, "Oh my God. Oh my God."
If it helps, Ono thinks that you both look really young.
To be honest, I
Ono.
think
Why do you
35
talk
is
in the
still...
third person?
Sometimes I do that. Is that weird?
I don't do that, but yeah, sure, do your thing.
I don't know, it's something that people like when Nono does, so I do it sometimes.
So
Awesome.
the Ava and Brooks went to the top room or the bottom room?
Top. Ace, Ava, and Brooks were in that room. This one was Rosita, Darlene, and Sierra.
Yeah, Harry is going to start going to follow them and be like,
Oh, where? I thought you meant the room they were originally in. No, they went into the room, this room down here that Katya, Katya, Oliver, and Terry were in.
hey, Harry's just gonna go, alright, let me see if I can talk to them on my own, perhaps.
Good luck.
Good
And follow.
luck, Harry.
Okay, so you entered the dormitory. You're not in here.
Oh, we're still here.
You're not here. No, you're dead.
Own.
Ah!
And Harry, as you enter, you kind of just hear voices clearly from the bathroom. It's still clearly somebody barking orders. A woman's voice.
He's gonna go over.
As you kind of enter the door, Ava turns around and sees you and goes, "Oh my god, there's another one? What do you want?"
I want the same thing as you two, which is to find out what the fuck is going on here and to get out. So why don't we stop this pedantic bullshit and work together?
Make me a charisma check.
Do I have to charisma? Do. Unless this rolls like shit, which is very possible. It rolls like shit. That's an 8.
An 8. Okay. She's just gonna kind of look at you and go, I'm really not interested in working with any of your little useless groups, so if you would kindly leave me the fuck alone, I'd appreciate it.
So, you want to die here, that's what you're telling me?
Personally, I'm very, very confident in my own skills. I'm just confident in you guys failing if I work with you, so I'd rather go it alone.
Well,
thank you.
I'm fairly confident that we're all here together for a reason. So you two going off on your own to fuck around is probably not going to go very well for you.
She's just gonna roll her eyes and turn back to Brooks and just go, "Keep doing what you're doing. Did I tell you to stop?"
What exactly are you doing?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they missed something in this room. I'm just having him look for stuff because, again, incompetent.
I don't particularly think they're incompetent, and if they are, then, well, I don't particularly trust that anyone else is going to be able to do any better.
Ava's just gonna roll her eyes again and look back at Brooks.
Look, you don't have a choice here. Neither do I. I want to get out of here as much as you guys do. I am a fucking detective. So yes, I'm fairly capable. So how about you stop with this ridiculous infighting with the two of you, stop putting down everybody you speak to, and perhaps get off your ass and actually fucking do something rather than just this pointless endeavors to make yourself think that you're better than everyone. Does that sound good to you?
She's just gonna look at you with a big grin on her face and go, "Oh, you're scary, aren't you, Mr. Detective?"
I'm not trying to be scary. I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here. She's kind of toying with his ring at this point.
She's gonna look at you with like a huge smile. It's like, this is like an evil grin. This is like toothy, fucking nasty grin. And she's gonna go, "Detective, huh? You know what? You've intrigued me. Sure, I'll listen. But as soon as I find out how fucking stupid you are, and what I believe to be true, I'm leaving again.
Suit yourself, but at least I can say that I tried to keep you from getting killed.
And
Is it going to start walking out?
yeah, those two will follow into the main room. And as you re-enter the room, the clock on your watches is down to, it's about an hour now.
Oh my god.
And
Okay, we're gonna die here.
you start to hear movement from the door at the bottom.
Hey, oh.
There's people? We have people?
And because this is funny, and you are in the direct path of the door, Katya. As the door swings open, I'm gonna have you make a dex check.
Do you punch
I got nothing in
again?
dex. Oh, I've got absolutely nothing. Okay.
Let's just practicing her slapstick routine at this
Oh,
point.
that's a nat 20.
Hey, you're good.
Let's go.
You
She dashed
jump
it.
out of the way with ease. And you see
God.
as the door jiggles open, slams open, and you just hear heavy breathing as 3 people come on out.
Move the thing.
And,
to see
oh
who they
no.
are.
Oh no.
Who?
The
Who's
first
this?
person that walks out, you recognize immediately as your bandmate.
She's gonna eyes pop out, jaw drop, and just go, Grease?
He's just gonna kind of look over, clearly kind of shocked, and just go, oh no? What are you... Huh?
Oh my gosh! You didn't kidnap me?
You thought that I did?
I mean, when I did, you were the last person I saw. It was really easy deduction.
No, of course I didn't. What?
Oh, what a relief! I thought I'd have to kick you out of the group.
And he's gonna kind of come over and not get too close, but kind of stand over there. And you can see the 3 people that just came out. The first one is this dude in punk clothes, a bunch of spikes around the collar. One side of his head is shaved, and there is just a huge puff of hair going over the other side, covering his one eye. And he's clearly rocker. You see this lady right here. She is like 6'2", built to shit. She looks like essentially a bodybuilder, what you would expect. She's an African-American woman, ponytail, wearing like a sports bra, pants set. And then you see another person with a red baseball cap on backwards, pair of headphones on. They're blowing a bubble of bubblegum and popping it every once in a while, and their bangs are just going over their eyes with a long set of hair in the back. And these 3 come out.
Standing behind the door, I'm gonna step around it okay, first of all, you hit me. Second of all, who are you? And she's pointing specifically at the woman.
Which
But like
woman?
she doesn't
Which
say it in a
woman?
mean way. She looks interested. Oh,
There's
sorry.
2 women.
The athletic
Well,
woman.
was it?
I want
was
to
it
talk to the
technically-
athletic woman.
Okay.
She kind of comes over next to you and goes, she kind of looks you up and down and goes, well, I think I should be asking you the same thing.
Katya will stick out her hand to like introduce and greet her.
Yeah, Dahlia will excitedly grab her hand, and she does like the shake where it's like it's a little much. But she's like very happily shakes your hand, and she goes, the name's Dahlia.
Lovely to meet you. I need you to calm down a little bit.
Sorry, I get a little excited. I'm sorry.
And like Katya kind of smiles at that because she is instantly reminded of Oliver. And she's gonna turn around and like announce to the group, "This is Dahlia. the rest of you, and just point at them, list off their names super briefly, just to get that done quick.
She kind of looks at the entire group with that huge smile and goes, well, this is a fine gathering we have here. It's, lovely to meet you all.
Hey.
And, you can all see that these three that just came out, they have the same bracelet.
Yeah.
It's very clear. Same position as you.
I'm gonna check to see if it's the timer is still going on mine.
Yup, it's counting down just below an hour at this point, and you see this person kind of goes over on the couch, still blowing their bubble gum, and you could see, because everybody here has one, they pull out a phone and start.
Are they playing Flappy Bird?
No, they're clearly
Flappy.
typing something.
Oh.
Are you getting service here?
They kind of move their headphone back, and you can see that it's kind of playing some sort of, disco music, and they go, huh?
I was asking if you were getting service, but are you just listening to music?
They look and go, oh, no service, and put their headphone back on.
Cool.
And, Terry, will you make me a computers check for you specifically at advantage?
Oh, it's for me an advantage? That's awesome. Oh, shit. That's a 25.
Damn, you look down at this girl's phone, and you recognize this immediately. This is hacking software that she's typing into. And she has her phone, it seemingly pointed at the screen in front of you.
Are you trying to hack into the screen or something? He's
Again,
kind of leaning over. He's leaning over the sofa now, being very nosy.
again, you just see they move their headphone and you just get a, huh?
Are you trying to hack into whatever's on the screen or something? What are you doing? I want to know.
Oh, I'm just, it looks like a computer of some sort. I'm just trying to see what I can get off of it. I don't know. Nothing else to do.
Is there making any progress?
You can see them typing rapidly. This person is typing they do this a lot. This is insane. And
Terry's just kind of watching, he's got his he's tossed himself kind of over the sofa now, just looking very, very intrigued.
Ace kind of slides over to make room for you, and the person just keeps texting and just goes, no, nothing yet. They got a good firewall on this thing. I'm trying to break it.
They use a VPN.
Use the VPN. They use Nord. No.
Sorry.
Today's video, NordVPN.
Should have used Mozilla.
Oh no. Sorry.
And yeah, Dahlia is just kind of looking out at the group. Greaseball has gone up into kind of near Ono, but he's just kind of sitting up against the wall. He pulls out a cigarette and a lighter and lights it.
Ono kind of waves the front of her face and goes, "Not in front of me. Why do you always do this?"
Sorry. And he's gonna specifically look the other way and continue smoking.
Harry is going to go by Grease and just say, I don't know if you're doing it, and pull out his own box of cigarettes and lighter.
What? Not near me. And she's gonna move over to. Oh god, no, I don't want to go near you. She's gonna go behind. No, here.
You don't want to go say hi to Vander?
Because Terry doesn't smell.
No comment.
Like,
No comment.
And I will just say it right now. So your options are either if you want to explore any of the other rooms and search them, you may, or you may wait out the timer. It is up to whatever y'all would like to do.
can I look at this top door?
What was that? Sorry, Pabu?
Can I look at this top door?
What about it?
Can I open it, considering no one has come out of it yet?
You try doing it and it's locked.
Can I try listening for anything?
You listen in and there's nothing.
Okay! Alright, so maybe this door is supposed to open at the end of the timer?
Yes, Oliver, I already checked it and deducted
Oh! I forgot! I
that.
straight up forgot! Whoops!
After finishing a cigarette, Harry's gonna start going towards this room and say, well, may as well start checking as well.
So you go in there, Ace just kind of looks at you and gives you like a little nod and goes, have fun. And, you enter into this room, which was previously named the lounge. I don't have a, map for it, but
Yeah, no worries.
you kind of enter this room and you see it's very dimly lit. There is a large bar sitting on the one wall of the room, and there's like a few glasses of colored liquids on it. There's a series of white police like tape lines of like how bodies would be marked in investigations on the floor. There's a couple of couches, a couple of tables, some like drink making utensils, and a line of alcohol.
Gotcha. He's gonna just investigate to see if there's any sort of clues.
Yeah. So
Look,
everything,
Scooby.
most things that you look through, it's like the drinks on the counter probably used for the puzzle. You find like puzzle instructions and stuff. The alcohol, it's alcohol. You could drink it if you want. But make me a perception check.
Okay, perception. You two are being a bitch right now. Maybe you won't be a bitch. Actually, I might live to regret this, but I'm gonna choose you. I'm gonna choose you. What do you want to do? You want to be a bitch? Do you want to be a little fuck? Oh, it wants to be a little fuck. 11.
You don't see anything else.
God fucking damn it! I'm gonna fucking kill someone. Can I? You sure I can't make an investigation check? Points left, points right.
He's flipped.
You know what? For this specifically, sure.
Awesome. What's the red mean again? I'm stupid.
That means it's a ×2. So if it's your red one, you will have 6 in it. A +6 modifier.
Gotcha. Yeah, dirty 20.
Perfect. You're seeing on the wall is a bunch of like different like just little art pieces, clearly to make the room nice. And you kind of like touch in one of them, and you see one of the art pieces moves, and it could probably be taken off the wall.
I'll take that off the wall.
You pull it off, and you see a glass case. The door is bolted shut, and behind the glass is a revolver.
Yes! I was just thinking it's a gun.
Yeah, there's a revolver behind this glass case.
Shoot Vander!
They are gonna just kind of look at it in this almost shocked, confused expression. And then... Does it seem dangerous in any way? Does it seem trapped in any way?
No. However, you do notice this case, it's weird. It's not like a case that opens like it's a door. It's this front panel is bolted on with these like 4 like huge metal bolts. It's not like a door you could open.
Yeah. Look around for like a screwdriver or something.
I mean, you look around, but... Ugh.
Yeah, no.
And it's clear this isn't a... These bolts, it's not a screwdriver. You would need a full-on wrench for these. These are some big... pretty decently sized bolts.
He's gonna go out towards the rest of the room and say, look, don't be alarmed, but I did find something, and if anyone knows of some sort of wrench we can use to open a bolted shut case, That may be useful.
There was a toolkit in that room down there that we came out of. Maybe it has a wrench in there.
Did you perhaps grab it for me, Terry?
Okay. It's just like gets up pretty lazily, going back in this room for that tool case.
Terry, as you get up, the girl that you were sitting next to kind of looks over, kind of gives like a nod as she's still typing. She's like literally looking at you and typing at the same time. Like this, she does this a lot, and she just kind of slides the headphone back over her ear. And you enter and go over to the tool case, and you're able to find a few wrenches in
BRB.
there. Terry's able to find like a few wrenches in the fucking toolbox that's in that room, and I will just say I assume they bring them to Harry. However, Harry, as you look at these wrenches, you immediately see these are too small. These are pretty small.
Alright, Harry's then gonna think about it for a second and say, well, it's glass, so I guess this is the next option. And fucking hit it to see if he can break the glass.
I'm not even gonna have you roll for this. You hit it and immediately recognize this from your detective duties. This is like bulletproof, hard glass. You would need to fucking demolish this thing with something in order to break that glass.
Is just gonna kind of step back a little from the recoil, his wrist vibrating with pain for a second. He's oh fuck, I should have seen that coming. And then in that case, go ahead, leave. And he's gonna say, alright, well that didn't work. But, and he's gonna turn to Ace. Did you find the gun behind the painting in there?
He's just gonna kind of raise his eyebrows. And, ooh, how am I gonna do this? He's gonna kind of walk up to you. And Ava and Brooks immediately look at him and go, what are you doing? And he's going to come up and whisper in your ear and just go, yeah, I was trying to keep that quiet from the crazies over there, but I guess you found it too.
Oh. Well, I suppose that's understandable, but I think for us all to be on a level playing field, then we need to exchange all information with each other, even if it doesn't seem pertinent.
Ace is just gonna shrug and go, do as you wish.
There was no way in there that you could find to open that case.
No, we scoured the entire room. There's nothing.
Okay.
Brooks even tried punching it with his arms, and they weren't even strong enough.
Yeah. Curious then. Well, perhaps there's something in this room then. And he goes down to the bottom left room.
Oh, go ahead.
No, never mind. I wouldn't have been able to hear any of this because they're whispering and all that. But I just want Psy-Kane to know that Ono has a makeup kit, and I was gonna ask if she had bobby pins in there or something. Not that it would help with a wrench
In
or
the
screw
makeup
situation.
kit? I'm gonna say no.
Damn it! You hate me.
No, I'm sorry.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. I wouldn't keep bobby pins in my makeup kit either.
Harry, you enter the kitchen. You see the same professional kitchen that Rosita saw earlier. Yeah. It's pretty nice.
I'm gonna investigate this shit.
Everything around there is pretty standard. You take down some of the knives and you can see they are fake. They are very fake. They're like plastic almost. You could not cut somebody with these. You look around, and there is a pot sitting on the stove. And will you make me a nature check?
A nature check? Wow, I don't think I have anything for that. I don't, and that's okay. Hopefully this dice isn't a bitch. Isn't a little fuck. Isn't a little shit. We'll see. It wasn't a little shit. 18.
You lean over and smell this pot, and immediately you get this smoky smell coming from the pot. And, there is, like, a soup in there almost, but that bitch poisoned as fuck. It's not poison that would kill you if you were to ingest it, but if somebody eats this, you're gonna get sick.
Interesting. He's then going to go out again and talk to Grandma.
Grandma?
And Grammy. Grams. And kind of look at her. Did you investigate the pot note there at all?
I can't say I did, dearie, but the little one next to me, went and took a peek. She told me there was something bad in there, some chemical of some sort.
It's gonna turn to Sierra. Do you know anything about it in specific?
Sierra kinda looks at him and takes a second thing, and she goes, I mean, it's a pretty basic poison. You can get it most places. You can even make it yourself. It's not that hard to make. It won't kill someone, but it probably tear apart your stomach a little bit, probably give you a little nausea, vomiting.
Yeah, I figured that, but how do you know that?
I mean, I'm a chemist. That's what I do.
Oh, okay, I see. I apologize. I didn't know your occupation.
That's okay.
How loud was that conversation?
They're just speaking. You're pretty close. You could probably hear it.
Okay. Awesome. At the mention of chemist, she's going to flinch and look the other way.
I'm gonna roll to see if Sierra notices this. No, the fuck she does not. Okay. That is a nat one.
God. I'm so subtle.
Anybody who wants to try and roll and see if they could see that, though, I will let you make a perception check and have Katya make a... I'll make this charisma.
Natural 20?
I'm gonna perceive this, man.
Charisma?
Natural 20 for a 26?
That's what I'm good at.
Oh, frickin' also a natural 20!
Jesus.
Damn. I get 10.
I got an 11 again.
So anybody who rolls an 11 who tries this definitely sees Katya flinch.
Ono will tiptoe over to Katya and just go, does that freak you out?
And she's gonna raise her eyebrows and go, chemistry?
Yeah, kinda. Because, you know, Ono's not that smart, so it kind of freaks me out, but you looked really upset when she said that.
Oliver was like also kind of tiptoeing awkwardly behind Ono too. Like, are you okay?
Katya's gonna, like, frown at first Ono and then at Oliver when she sees him creeping closer and go, no, I'm not scared of the fact that chemistry exists. I just had, a little bad blood with an old friend of mine involved in chemistry.
Oh, there's some, like, there's an old wound there.
Yeah, let's call it that.
I hope we become really good friends for you to eventually tell me.
Dahlia is kind of listening into this
Sure.
entire conversation because she's right here standing next to Katya, and she goes, your friend's not the little lady, right?
No,
Got
don't
it,
worry.
got it.
Not the little lady. My friend is In fact, and she'll like stand there for a second and like has her hand up next to her like she's trying to measure height and go, I want to say a 6'2" grown man.
Got it. And yeah,
Okay.
as this conversation is happening, the timer on your watches ends, and immediately the room is just shot as the light bulbs above you turn red. And a red light fills the room. Even the screen on the other side turns red, and you just hear Jay, who has been typing on their phone this entire time, hacking. You just hear a fuck as Terry, as you're sitting next to them, you see they get kicked out.
What happened?
There's something stopping me from getting in. Hold on, I'll try to get back in. And as they're saying this, you hear a robotic voice coming over your watches again, the same robotic voice, as well as on the screen itself, the black like outline of a woman figure almost appears on the screen. It's like just a silhouette.
Does she look hot?
It's a black silhouette of a generic woman. I don't know. Do you find that attractive?
Maybe.
Oliver immediately
Yes.
shaves like his back and like.
Oh my god.
Bro looks like a freaking scared gazelle.
And immediately,
Yeah, Ono also hugs Katya. Out of fear.
Katya, do you reciprocate?
What did she do?
She hugged
What did
you.
Ono do?
The lights
She does
turned
not
red and
reciprocate,
Ono
she doesn't
grabbed
push her
onto.
away.
Yeah.
Seeing this hug,
She won't reciprocate. Won't push her away.
seeing this hug, Dahlia's gonna go on the other side of Katya and wrap around both of them.
Yeah.
Group hug.
Katya just sighs really deeply and like hooks an arm around Dahlia's like waist and like pats Ono on the head and goes, there.
And you hear the same robotic voice who gave you the instructions earlier when you were in your puzzle rooms goes, hello, participants. I would like to welcome you to the Heaven Project. And Brooks immediately goes up to the screen and goes, alright, so you're gonna fucking let us out? And he goes to try and punch the screen.
What the fuck?
And you see, as he punches the screen, he punches it, and it's almost like the screen is made of like some like watery substance, because as he punches it, it ripples, and he gets sent back flying onto the couch. And
Terry.
yeah, because Terry's in the middle of the couch. Terry, can you make me a deck save as this man gets sent flying back?
Yes.
I hope he's back, just for
Terry's
the
getting
funny.
squished, man.
3.
A 3?
30?
3.
Brooks flies back and lands pretty much on you, and as he hits you, you tumble over the back of the couch. And I'm gonna roll a little damage for that. You're gonna take 2 points of damage.
I did. Ow. Ow. Owie. I'm getting beat up.
And immediately the voice on the screen goes, I must ask that you please do not try that again. The same outcome will occur. But I would like to introduce myself. My product name is HVP 9200. However, you may just refer to me as Heaven. And I am going to be the overseer of your little experiment here.
I'm gonna refer to you as bitch from now on unless you give me back my fucking wife and child.
Wife and child?
She
As a kid.
she kind of pauses for a second and goes, like processes that, and then just continues on ignoring it. Goes, I'm able to hear you and understand you from this monitor in the information center. If you have any questions or concerns throughout our experiment, please feel free to ask. I will answer what I'm programmed to. And Brooks,
Why are we here?
as you're saying that, Brooks immediately tries to speak, and Ava just walks over looking at the screen and slaps her hand over his mouth. forcing him to shut up, and goes, she pauses for a second, the AI, and answers, I will answer that question now. You have all been invited to this project for a very serious purpose. Ever since the War of 2130, our world has been in complete chaos, and peace has not been able to be found anywhere. As such, we have now deemed it our duty to restore peace and balance to the world, and we have deemed your group the appropriate candidates for this job. However, we can only take the most fit and capable participants to help us with this mission. And the screen turns bright red, and the AI silhouette disappears for a minute, and the text Heaven Experiment appears on the screen, and it says at the bottom in like a little subtext, for the sake of the world. And it's
Why exactly for the sake of the world?
it stays on that for a second, and the AI appears again, the screen turning blue again, and goes, well, if we are unsuccessful in this mission, it is very likely that the world will meet a ungracious end.
And why is that? Can you explain to us? Genuinely in a way that we will understand and believe.
She
Or are
takes
you
a
just going
second.
to espouse this information and just expect us to believe it when we've been kidnapped and placed here for reasons we don't know?
She takes a second processing that and goes, unfortunately, I am programmed to not be able to answer that question. However, you will be able to find the answers you're looking for as you continue through our facility and experiment. And
He's just seething in the back.
she pauses for a second to hear if anybody says anything, but it's pretty silent. Everybody just kind of listening in, and she goes, after this explanation is completed, you'll be asked to go into the room with your participant number on it. And you hear as an electronic lock clicks, and this door at the top of the room swings open automatically. Seemingly the robot just opened it. And she goes, the first round of the Heaven Project will now begin. You will have 1 minute to enter your door. If you do not make it in time, a serious punishment will be administered, so please hurry. And a 1 minute timer appears on the clock, on the screen.
What the
What's our numbers? How do we know?
You were told on your watch, as well as if you tap your watch, it'll pop up your number.
Okay.
Right.
Alright,
Look at it.
we're forgetting
Look at
we're rushing in.
Running.
Yeah, everybody essentially
Separate
enters the room. Even all the NPCs enter the room. Everybody goes to their separate rooms, and you kind of enter and see that this room you've been entered is very much just closet-sized. It's very small, and all that's in it is the door behind you, which, as you enter, shuts behind you, and a lock is administered. As well as, in front of you, another smaller version of the screen outside. Clearly, it's like a little touchscreen thing, and it has a button on the front of it that just says Start.
Do we think we should press this?
We don't have much of another choice.
I will say right now, you are all in separate rooms. You are not in the same room.
Oh, right.
You're all in your own little
shit.
closet space.
Oh,
So this is all
Right.
showing to us?
Yeah, every single.
Sorry.
I can actually kind of show you on the map. Let me.
Oh,
This
yay.
this is how the rooms are.
Oh.
You're up
See.
in these.
Oh.
Whoever's in the very top one is fucked, having to run in that for with a minute time.
You
They're
want to call
fucked.
this room?
Hold on. I just want to check for fun. Not that it matters. The top room is Harry.
Oh.
He's got that.
Running.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
got it.
Cardi.
Like a runner's bill?
You all make it
Yeah.
into your rooms fine.
I believe in Dad.
And Do you guys hit the start button?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So as you hit the start button, you hear like a little ding, like a little happy noise as each of you individually hit this. And the voice comes back up over your watches, and it says, Dear participants, welcome to our game. In this decision pod, you will be asked to make a choice. There are two options, and you will see two options appear in front of you. In green is a little button that says don't risk, and in red it says risk. And the voice continues. It says, however, first, before you touch any of the buttons, there are some basic rules and guidelines we must go over with you throughout our experiment, as failure to follow them will lead to serious consequences. Please pay attention to the screen in front of you. And the buttons disappear, and a set of rules appear, and you're able to tap through them. 7 rules are on there. It says, Rule 1, participants may not break into rooms that have not been opened yet. Rule 2, participants may not tamper with their bracelets. Rule 3, if a participant is to die, their bracelet will fall off. It may then be picked up and used as other participants see fit. 4, doors require multiple people to enter. You can scan into doors with your bracelets. There will be limits on how many people can enter, but not who those individuals are. 5, time limits will be introduced to proceed the game as necessary. If someone is not able to get to the next required area within the time limit, they will be disqualified from the experiment. Rule 6, if any rule violation is committed, a poison will be injected through the bracelet, causing death after 10 seconds from when the poison was injected. There is no antidote. And 7, additional rules may be added in the future as the experiment deems necessary. We thank you for participating in the Heaven experiment, and I will post these in chat for all of you.
Thank you.
Please pin them
Thank you, thank
because
you.
we all have
Yes.
ADHD.
We're all stupid.
They are pinned in general.
We all cannot read.
And
Oh my god, you didn't number them?
I copied them straight from my document. Give me a second. Grr.
You didn't number it in your document? How did you live?
I did, but Word.
You're insane.
They are numbered. It's just words formatting. And
Okay.
after everybody is able to tap through the rules, the 2 buttons appear on the screen again, and the voice comes back over your watch and goes, one of the people who choose risk through this vote will be given a secret task. If they are successful, they will be deemed prepared and qualified to leave the Heaven facility. If not, they will be deemed unworthy to continue in our experiment and will be removed without a chance to escape. Taking a risk may be the only way for you to leave our facility. However, it could also mean your eventual death if you are not able to complete the task. So please choose wisely. You have 5 minutes to choose. If you do not make a decision in the time limit, you will automatically choose not risk. And a 5-minute timer appears on your watches.
We
Harry
can't take
is-
further questions, can we?
Wait. For fun, do we have to say it out loud?
No. You can put it in your private room if you would so desire.
I'm gonna do it.
Dang!
DM.
It's just
But
so much
can I ask
more
for-
fun.
Can I ask for like clarification? There's no like
Yes.
specified time limit on these risks, is there? In these tasks?
All
as
they've
of-
said is there will be a secret task, and in the rules it said time limits will be introduced.
I assume as the tasks are given, okay.
You don't know what the task is.
I will say, like,
There's-
after 4 minutes of, like, trying to make a choice, Oliver eventually picks not risk.
Cap.
Yay.
I'm answering all those who you decided to keep quiet about this. Okay.
And I make my decision like, I don't know, like 2 minutes in. Thinking-
my decision-
Thinking is not
Group
Terry's
copy
strong
hers
suit.
Instantly.
Yeah, Ono made hers pretty quickly also.
Rosita also made her choice rather quickly too.
We're such straightforward women. Girls rule.
Girls are. This is a girl power party.
There's been 2 women that have
Feminism.
made men their bitches. Girls rule.
So as you hit these buttons and put in your answer, you kind of wait, and it's very clear. At least somebody is taking this entire time limit, because you end up having to sit here in this room where a red light is shining above you and just wait and wait with your decision as it's going. And as the time limit's about to end, at like 2 seconds, it finally disappears. And the voice goes over the bracelets again and goes, "We thank you for your cooperation. Once the task has been completed or failed, the results will be displayed. Until then, please look at the screen now." And you look at the screen, and I will put what it gives each of you in your private chats.
Oh.
Oh. Don't be doing that.
Bro, it was the Danganronpa motivation video.
Oh my god. I love Danganronpa.
I hate Danganronpa.
Why? It's the best franchise in the
Yes.
world.
You didn't tell me that this Danganronpa Inspired campaign was gonna have things like Danganronpa.
Dang it, Grandpa.
Dang it, Grandma. Dang it, Grandma.
Dang it, Grandma. Oh, interesting. That's cute.
I worry.
Like,
All right, that is all sent.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, very
Oh.
interesting.
Okay, I see.
Can't
Yeah.
wait to betray the party. Thank you, Dusk.
Wow, kill everyone in 5 days?
Oh my
Got it.
God. So, you guys get your answers, and after a minute, the screens turn black. And the voice goes over your watch again and goes, "We thank you for your cooperation. The door to the first floor where our first round will be taking place will open in approximately 1 hour. Please use the time as you desire." And you hear the doors on these little pods unlock.
Open
Walk
the
on
door.
Open door. Oh no.
Oh no!
My,
shit.
And it's
My
seemingly... Oh, what's up?
my internet died for a moment, so...
You're
Yeah.
good.
Fine, yeah, she's dropped him.
So essentially the doors unlock, and it's like in unison. Everybody opens their door. And you just see all the doors open and people close them behind them. And it's clear people are shaken up by this as you all head back into the information center. There, like, nobody is talking. It is dead silent. And what do you do?
I'm going
Um,
to tug on Oliver's sleeve and ask, "What'd you get?"
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I didn't copy one of the rules and didn't say it.
Oh no.
Rule number
about it.
7.
Oh, we probably shouldn't talk about it, huh?
Rule number 7. Roles may not be spoken. Any admission of role will result in punishment.
Okay,
Yeah, that's-
she will not ask.
That's an
questions.
important one. And you can see Jay immediately gets back on their phone and they're trying to hack again. Greaseball is up in this corner smoking a cigarette, and Ace kind of walks over and Greaseball just kind of like shows the box of cigarettes and like offering to Ace, and Ace takes one and they're both smoking up there. These Darlene, Sierra, and Vander are kind of just in the corner figuring things out. Dahlia is just kind of hanging out. And you can see this gate that's right here. It's kind of hard to see because of the map. I'll show
Oh.
stream.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
pinging it. It has a 1 hour time limit above it.
Oh shit.
Oliver's kind
I
of like
oppose-
standing around. Oh,
Sorry. So I suppose whatever this experiment is exactly, it starts in 1 hour.
Or we have to do some kind of experiment in an hour? I don't know.
Well, if anyone chose, well, whomever chose to do a task, perhaps has to do it within that time period as well, but I presume they would have been given that. Presuming.
Ava's gonna look over at Harry immediately, folded arms, and go, and you know anybody in this group chose to risk it because...
I mean,
He's just
would
gonna
you?
glare at her. He's just gonna glare at her. Do you expect that someone wouldn't have? It's ridiculous to assume that 12, right?
15.
Or 15? 15. That 15 people would have all chosen the same exact option. And might I remind you, none of us can say whether or not we chose either option. So, yes, my assumption is at least one person would have chosen risk even if 14 others chose not risk, and vice versa.
She's just gonna roll
It
her
is-
eyes, clearly with nothing to say, and look back the way she was looking before.
If you're gonna call everyone else stupid, at least make some smart observations, because that's not one.
And do you guys wait out the time limit? Or do you have anything you want to do?
I have something.
Go for it.
So like Oliver's like kind of like awkwardly like clicking his pen, and he eventually like asks Katya, could I have my type, please?
She looks like she forgot it and like very surprisingly pulls it out of her pocket and there's like blood stains on it because she's been using it to wipe her bloody nose and goes, you want this.
I just, I don't. I'd rather not be not wearing a tie.
It's
just
that
really
essential?
I mean, I wouldn't die, but I just would strongly prefer having it. If that'd be possible, of course. You don't need to if you want to keep it. I'm just saying, just in case.
She's gonna put it in his hands and shake her head and go, "You are one weird little freak. Here you go."
Wait, how tall is Katya again?
She is 5'6".
Oliver's 6 foot.
Yeah.
Towering over her.
Taller.
After getting the tie back, he's like, "Thank you," and puts it back. Doesn't even care about the blood.
My God.
Ooh.
God.
Does anybody else do anything else?
Terry's just kind of like sitting by the couch, like in like dead silent. Like sometimes he kind of like looks over at, like Jay's phone still, but like he's kind of like occupied with like just like excessively scratching his neck, like where like there's still like gauze randomly he's just like scratching underneath it.
Gotcha. You, as you're doing this, you kind of just see a couple of people move around the facility. A couple of conversations start up, and it's like very hush hush, but there's clearly a couple of groups of people chatting now, just doing what they
Can I
will.
snoop? Can I eavesdrop?
Yeah. Which conversation would you like to snoop in on?
Let me see. What about... Hmm. What these four here?
You kind of walk down, kind of trying to be subtle, sitting on the couch over there, just kind of listening in, kind of like looking over every once in a while, and they're kind of just talking about their life back outside of this experiment. It's a very like, we don't want to talk about what just happened
Oh.
conversation, so they're just having like normal chit chat. Will you make me a compassion check though?
I can. Damn, not 20.
Damn, that's good. You can kind of see as you're looking, Sierra, the little chemist girl, back in the back of the group. She has something behind her back, and she's nervously fidgeting with it. And at one point, she kind of turns, and since you notice it, you can see she has a little, like, Rubik's Cube that she's just kind of fidgeting with behind her.
Oh. He's kind of just like, he's got like his head like kind of like sticking out from behind the sofa. He's just kind of like listening intently, like not even like listening for anything specific. He's kind of just like, it's like he's a part of the conversation, but he's not talking at all. He's just listening.
You get, as
like,
you're
maybe
sitting...
sometimes he nods.
Yeah, as you're sitting there, you're listening. Darlene talks about she used to own a barbecue restaurant down in the South before she retired. She kind of talks about her restaurant for a little bit. Sierra talks about kind of a couple of the experiments that she was in and all that kind of, like, fun stuff. Dahlia talks about some competitions she did recently. And like you, Ace is kind of just sitting there, like, nodding, like, listening along, but he isn't really contributing much.
Hey Ace, what do you do?
Ace is just gonna kind of look over at Terry and go, oh, me? I mean,
Yeah.
nothing special. I just work with computers, fix them, all that. And
That's cool. I don't really, I mess with computers too, but it's like a hobby.
Terry, make a charisma check.
Sure. He's lying. He's so lying. He's so lying. He's so lying. I'm just spitballing. He's so lying. 15.
I mean, he does work with computers.
That's good enough. Yeah, you caught it very subtly. It's probably not a full lie, but he is being very vague on purpose.
Well, how do you work with them? I'm curious.
I mean,
I don't really care. I do illegal stuff all the time.
He's just gonna shrug and go like, I mean, most people bring in their computers to me. I do mostly security stuff on it. Fixing viruses, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell, still from that role, he's not giving you everything. But it's kind of clear he's not going to give you everything.
Do you, like, make a lot of money from it?
He'll just shrug and be like, enough. Feeds
like,
the
enough to
family.
make ends meet. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, feeds the family well enough.
You got a family?
Yeah,
He's old.
Is that shocking? Damn, okay.
Oh, sorry, it just slipped out.
He just looks at you like... It is very clear he's, like, joking with you. He just looks at you and goes, I am a very young 41. Thank you.
He like lets out like the weakest laugh ever. He does not smile in it. Just like, okay.
And, yeah, they continue just to kind of talk on. Darlene is loving chatting with these girls about her old restaurant. She's just reminiscing. But yeah, nothing really special.
Girls talk.
Girl
and
talk.
The guys, I guess.
And, does anybody else do anything? Jump in on any conversations? Talk to anybody before the time limit ends?
Can I hit up Sierra?
Sierra? Yeah. You kind of wait a second as this conversation's happening and kind of make eye contact with Sierra and give her, like, a nod, and she, like, oh, yeah, puts her Rubik's Cube, that you didn't notice, at least. Unless you want to try and make that check.
Nah,
Yeah, she
it's alright.
slides that into her back pocket and then kind of comes over and she's like, "Yeah, what's up?"
I just wanted to check in. What were you working on? I heard you talking about you're a chemist. What was your field of expertise? And she's trying to keep her voice a little bit down.
Oh, I mean, the stuff I study and work on is mostly like health, making new medicines, working on cures for viruses, just it's kind of boring stuff.
Right, and she's gonna turn her ID around so that it's like the back is facing out now.
I'm gonna see if she notices
Gotcha.
this. No.
Oh god.
He's too short.
I'm so glad. Right, wonderful. Is that fulfilling?
I mean, yeah, I like it. I got to go into it for a reason. It's fun.
Great. That's all I was thinking about. Appreciate it, Sierra.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
And she says her name very purposefully, as if she's trying to make sure she remembers it.
And yeah, once you guys are done, Sierra kind of just goes back into the conversation, kind of listening in again. And does anybody else want to do anything? I will say, this conversation down here is kind of hush-hush. Ava up here is not. She's not the quietest.
Yeah, I was going to say Harry's gonna listen in on Zistri.
Yeah, Brooks is just standing there, arms crossed, like listening in, and Ava is kind of looking at Grease, who's just kind of sitting on the ground smoking. And immediately she is just going, I swear to God, if you don't tell me what you know about what's going on here. And Grease is just looking up at her like, I don't know nothing. I don't know what you want me to tell you. And will you make me a compassion check, Harry and Ono?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
I don't want to know. 19.
Okay, what was Harry's?
16.
You both notice he's looking up at Ava, like listening in this conversation, but every once in a while, his eyes keep peeking over to Ono, and he looks over for a minute and then turns back. And he keeps like switching between the two.
Harry
Ono, like, by
is
the
going
way,
to
Ono-
crouch.
Just so you know, Saikane, Ono purposely has her back to turn, so he's facing her back, and she is trying to engage in conversation with Oliver.
Hello.
Harry is going to sit next to Grease and just kind of flick his eyes over towards Ono. So what's the story?
I mean, there's not much of a story. I mean, you heard we're bandmates. That's most
A
of
lot
it.
of things. A lot of things happen on the road. I mean, when you're spending that much time together, there's not just bandmates to it.
Whoa. Hey now.
He's just gonna kind of look over at Harry and Ava and Brooks at this point. They're bored. They weren't getting anything. They've moved over to the couch. And he's just kind of sitting there and goes, I mean, you have a wife and daughter, right? Or kid, I guess I shouldn't assume.
Who? She is my daughter, but yes.
In that case, how do you get someone you like to, like, notice you?
Notice you.
Every time I try to talk to her, she's always around the other guy in the band, and I don't know. And he's gonna take like a huge puff of his cigarette and blow it out, and, like, away from Harry.
Well, I think by thinking in that way, you're thinking wrong. in the first place about it. You don't want to get her to notice you. She notices you plenty. She knows you. She sees you. What you mean by notice you is simply that you want her to see you the way you see her. And there's no way for you to know that she doesn't. Except simply to talk to her. To broach conversation more deeply. And to, quite simply, broach the idea of interest to her. Because at the end of the day, you're never going to know unless you ask. And there's always, when it comes to genuine, good friends, strong relationships, even if that answer is no, at least you know. And the best relationships, the ones that are worth it, aren't going to change just because of that confession.
He's just gonna kind of nod at you and go, yeah, I get you. I'll see what I can do.
If you need me to do a little dad speak to her, always happy to.
He's gonna kind of just look over at Harry, and this entire time, the dude has been either stone cold face or like almost like frowning in a way, and he just looks over with a smile and goes, yeah, I'd appreciate that.
He's good, bud. And gives him a strong pat on the back.
And, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was literally just about to move us on. If you have something you want to do, please proceed.
They're gonna go to Ono now.
Oh, yeah, if you want to do that immediately, go for it.
Dang, I was
Okay.
gonna talk about Ono real quick too.
It's
Oh,
okay.
so
we
popular.
can. Yeah, it's okay. She has two hands for a reason. So she do you want to go first, Oliver? You're fine too.
Cause like, if possible, can I go first? Cause like this would be in reaction to
Do
like,
it.
oh no, like, you know, like, I guess sort of like making like an effort to talk to Oliver.
Yeah, like she's
Yeah.
like
Wait,
Harry was talking
Yeah.
to Grease, so Oliver's talking to Ono in that time. That's fine. Go for
yeah,
it.
she's like, so what do you do? Cause you look like
Office.
business guy. That's it?
I mean, I do, you know, those spreadsheets. I do a lot of that, a lot of writing, signing.
Wow,
There's a lot
your
of numbers in it.
wide variety of skills.
What do you do?
Not too much. I'm a model for a big company, and I'm the drummer of a pretty popular band. That's about it.
Oh, nice. Did you
I
study
have
for it?
had. No. My mom thought that I would be really good at it, so she asked if I wanted to, and I said yeah, and I've been doing it since. I think my manager mentioned trying to make me sing, but I don't think I'm too into that yet.
My mother also thought I was really good at Office. And she didn't ask though.
Sorry, it's just the way you said it.
He's really good at Office, okay?
How do you know if somebody is good for like Office? Because I've only ever seen people do Office, And I don't think like, how do you know?
I didn't know. My mother just told me.
I totally understand that. Yeah. Yeah?
Like, I wanted to be an actor. But I was
You
better in
did?
office.
Well, did you ever try?
A few times when I was a kid. I was better
Well,
in office.
hey, how about if we all make it out alive and none of us, and we don't hate each other by the end of this? Do you want to try acting instead of office?
I mean, I've already spent so much of my life to
Well,
get where
yeah.
I am, and I don't really want to just throw it all behind.
I mean, you don't have to. You could always just do office on the side or something. Like, I don't know, like how I do drumming on the side of the modeling. Besides,
I don't
like,
think I have time.
my manager lady has been telling me all about, like, oh no, you should try acting in, like, a movie or something. Because sometimes people need an actress that isn't very smart, and then she trips over her own shoes and then dies, and you only show up for like 3 seconds, but it makes the movie popular. And I go, no, I don't want to. But like, maybe if someone else did it for me.
Manager sounds nice.
I'm sorry?
I was saying your manager sounds very nice.
I guess. I'm bored now. I don't feel like talking about business.
Okay.
So with that, I will let you, Harry, have your conversation. I am gonna do something real quick though. As you're about to go over and talk to Ono, the timer over the gate ends. And you see a little scan thing down there, and you immediately see this group of 4 that went to the bottom down there immediately scans themselves in. Like, Dahlia's just kind of like excited. Brooks, you clearly heard Ava tell him to go up and be there. Jay is just like was at the ready, and Vander is Vander. And they all get up and go through the gate to the next floor, and you see the gate shuts back down and a 5-minute timer goes on top of it.
No shit, we gotta hurry.
Dang.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be ready.
Terry, you try to scan?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Terry, as you try to scan, you hear an error noise, and the voice of heaven goes over your bracelet and says, everybody down here goes, only 4 people will be admitted to the first floor at a time. The next group will have to wait 5 minutes for the next opening. We thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, he throws himself over his couch again.
And you can kind of see a couple of people prepping. And Harry, you specifically notice Grease is standing up at the door like he's prepping to go in, but he also is kind of turned so he can listen in over at Ono and you. And you may proceed.
Get a load of this guy.
It's gonna approach Ono and just. So what's life like for Ono outside of here?
Outside for Ono? Oh, modeling and drumming and talking to my manager about not wanting to do other things because I feel kind of busy and overloaded, and it just feels better to just
have free time to myself.
Well, it certainly sounds like you're allowing someone else's pressure and influence to influence you more than you should.
Huh?
Perhaps.
How so?
Your manager dictates what you do. That's what you're saying?
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, but like that's kind of how like things just kind of work in the industry.
It shouldn't be, though.
Yeah.
Should you not
What?
have a voice over your own creativity, over your own art, and also to take a break from that and simply to enjoy life?
Ono doesn't make art.
What do you mean?
I don't make anything. I just I do it alongside other people.
But your own artistic voice and vision is part of that. If there's not a drummer behind the band, then the beat isn't there, the bass, the foundation isn't there, and the rest of the paint of the Sistine Chapel melts to the bottom.
We'll say, I'm gonna let you guys continue. As this conversation is occurring, the timer ends. These four immediately go up and scan their bracelets. Greaseball, as he's scanning, looks at you and gives you a nod, and he heads up, and another 5-minute timer goes over. And you may proceed.
We're talking about business again. Ono's bored of business.
I'm saying, instead of thinking of it as business, you think of it as your creative expression, and more than anything, prioritize your happiness. Like, is there anyone you wish you could spend more time with, get to know better?
Maybe.
Like who?
Kinda. Why would Ono tell you? You're a dad.
What? Huh?
Well, I would hope, my daughter's only 3, mind you, that my daughter would be able to come to me about it someday. So I like to think of this as practice for when she's old enough to start liking whoever it is she likes.
You're nice and all. Ono can tell. Ono can tell when people are nice. I just met you maybe 5 hours ago. You're not my dad or anything, but I don't need to tell you all my secrets.
No, I get it. You don't have to. I'm just saying, pursue those things. Don't just let them boil and fester in the background. If you like someone, especially if in the intervening moments as we go through this, you have the opportunity. We're only here for so long. We only have so much time. And love is one of the things that brings us all the most joy in our lives. So, all I'm saying is go for it and let your heart decide instead of anyone else's voice.
I mean, I would if you were here, but it's kind of hard when there's a physical distance, and also, it just wouldn't work. Not like that, at least.
I see. That makes sense. But you don't know if it wouldn't work unless you tried it.
No, I know that's a pretty good idea. I've done my own tests.
Okay, well,
Thanks for the talk, I guess. Wait,
look.
hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I can hear the boys screaming outside my door.
You're fine.
Is a certain someone that's also trapped in here asking you to talk to me about this 5 hours into knowing each other, about my deep and personal feelings?
No one asked me to do this. I did this of my own volition. But it may have something to do with someone else in here, yes.
God damn it, Dusk, why don't you have an insight? Roll insight!
I mean, I just use charisma for that. Do you want to roll charisma? Do you want to do...
I do.
If Harry...
Harry's not trying to keep it secret. He's trying to
Oh.
imply yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just dumb. She's gonna sigh a little bit, and she's just gonna look at Harry and then back at the door and just go,
Look. Grease is nice. Just from the little I know about him. But that can't happen. It just... It's complicated, but I'll just sum it up as we're bandmates. If anything were to happen, and if things went wrong, that puts our entire group at stake, and I don't want to do that.
That's fair. It's up to you and him and what you guys think is best and what makes you happy. At the very least, again, I think you should do the things that make you happy and not simply other people.
Also,
And
he kind
two-
of smells like smoke all the time, and then he's always just like quiet and like
she's not acknowledging the things that you're saying. She's like,
and like he's not that much taller than me, so it kind of looks like if we tried hard enough, we could look like siblings, and that's weird.
It's oh no. You don't have to continue down this tangent, I understand. But perhaps what's best is for you to communicate. Both of you to communicate your feelings together and then decide what's best and to move on as whatever it is you do decide that be, whether, from what I hear, seems to be friends and just that and bandmates. It's still
Yeah.
best to communicate.
Sure.
And what's best for you also is, again, for you to follow what's in there, pointing to her chest, and not anyone else telling you to do things.
Sure. I guess.
As this conversation is ending, the timer over the door ends. And Ace is he's sitting on the couch, and like, if you look over him, he's like, I'll go in the last group.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm in no rush.
Okay. I'm
Katya will
scanning.
want to go.
Terry's scanning.
Katya
Katya's
will
scanning.
want to go. But she wants to drag Rosita with her.
Yay!
Okay, so those
Hi.
3.
I look
Oh,
to
no, also.
Katya for guidance.
Oh my gosh.
No, oh no, oh no is
Katya
rushing
waves at
in.
him like, come here, come here.
Oh no, it's rushing in.
Yeah, she,
Oh,
Hold on. You two contested decks. We're gonna see who makes it first.
Oh, Dex!
You can't, silly girl.
can you beat a 21?
Girl? Girl? God! Oh my... This man is gonna be incredibly mentally ill because of you.
Oh no, beats him to
You
it.
know, they're bossing you around. It's great.
Smell you later, loser.
Oh no, beats him to it, and you guys head into the gate, and it closes behind you, and Harry, Ace, and Oliver are left kind of downstairs. Another 5-minute time limit appears on the screen, and I will pull y'all over in a second. You kind of go up a long hallway. It's a lot of stairs to climb. Like, it is shocking how many stairs you have to climb. It's probably a good, like, 60 or 70 before you get up to the next floor, and you find yourself in a little cafe.
Oh,
Aww.
you're so cute.
There's a
Cafe.
bunch of people huddled around this top door up here. And otherwise, it's a little kitchen place.
Cafe.
How's it going with the door?
Brooks looks over, he goes, "It's unlocked, but we should probably wait for everybody else to get here.
That's fine.
You guys are gonna want to see this."
Okay.
he talks like a Marvel character.
Guys, you might want to see
You guys
this.
might want to see this.
Well, guys, who do you think he looks like? What do you think he takes it after? Captain fucking America.
And do you guys wait for the last group to come up? Do you, like, push ahead up to the door? Investigate? What would you like to do?
I wait out
I'm
chilly on
scared of him
this little
punching me
counter.
again, so I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I spoke over you.
You're fine.
I will also wait.
Okay. Rosita, do you do anything?
No, she's just silently still paranoid, so she'll wait.
Okay. So eventually, I assume the last group comes upstairs.
Oh my god, Kitty's tiny.
The last group comes up, and Brooks is kind of at the door, waving people over to it.
Okay. I'm going to the door.
I'm being nosy.
You see over the door, it has a plaque that says what the room is, and the plaque says the incinerator room. And as you look into the incinerator, right near the front of the door, you find a deceased man leaning over
Oh my god, that body!
over what seems to be a console. You have never seen this man before. He is covered in blood. And that's where we're gonna end the session for today.
Oh my god! You're gonna end on the body discovery?
You just gonna drop that on us?
A body has been
It's been discovered!
Yeah, a completely unrecognized man. You have not seen this person before.
Well, that just happened.
Well, that just happened.
Wow, glad I'm not that guy.
Looks like he missed his
right
Monday
behind
coffee.
me, isn't he?
Yeah. So for chat, it's looking like we'll be able to do a session. I think everybody is available on Monday.
Yippee.
Yep.
So instead of waiting 2 weeks, I will get writing the next session, and we will be back next week.
Yes.
That was really fun. Good night, everyone, and thanks for the advice. I'm glad y'all enjoyed. I'm very excited for this series.
I'm glad someone got genuine something out of that advice I was giving in character because I was trying to make it genuinely good advice. So the fact that someone in
Yeah.
chat genuinely got something out of that.
It's real,
Cool,
it's
I'm doing
real
a good job
romance
with my
advice.
character. Yeah.
Thank
Hey, even
thank
if
you
it's not
for
going to work
also-
out, as long as you communicate, that's what matters. And
It's
if the relationship,
very true.
Is there gonna be a little Q&A
and
this
if
Any
the
time?
relationship is
relationship.
worth it,
Yeah, we're just gonna. I'm gonna hang out here for at least like probably 10 minutes. I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna not be here too long. But if you have any questions or concerns, comments, if you will, yeah, I'll answer anything.
Thanks for prying on me this session, guys. Freaking, I couldn't focus on my Minecraft.
I'm sorry, I'm dad.
Stop paying attention to Minecraft. Get
I'm
into
sorry,
lore.
as the NPC, we're in a little downtime period. I gotta create a little something.
Yeah, I don't trust Ace now.
Oh.
What?
Bro, I don't know. Why is he hiding things?
He's
I
fun.
don't, why is he just there? Bro.
Have you guys thought about like a fun fact for your characters? Because I've had one since last week, for the past like 2 to 3 weeks now.
I'm trying to remember mine again.
No, I forgot. So like, everyone else do your fun facts. I'm going last. Screw you.
Damn,
I
okay.
think I remember mine.
I
My fun
also
fact
forgot, if I'm
Really-
honest.
Well, do we
My
want
fun
to?
fact
How
is-
about,
Favorite food or something, I don't
how
know.
about instead, because I forgot about that, let's hold off. I will introduce the
Okay.
next session with fun facts, and people can think we can use them.
Smack.
We have a question from the audience. Lynn of the Valley asks, at Katya and Rosita, how does it feel to be a baddie?
Question.
Damn, I'm not gonna include Ava in there.
I don't
No,
know who
Ava's
you
not a
are,
baddie,
Linda
she's a
the Valley,
bitch.
but I agree.
She's
Linda's
not a
about
baddie,
you're
she's
so
a
funny. You should join our
bitch.
server.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
crazy, Linda the Valley. You should totally join our private friends server. You just seem like a cool person. I don't know. I get the vibes.
Specifically on 9/11.
I forgot about that.
Oh shoot.
Gamer, should I say
Wilf,
something
as
horrid?
in women I'd like to
Sure.
put.
And
What?
I was talking to the boy.
Sorry.
He has a stuffed Ronald, and they've been searching everywhere for him, and they were like, "Are you sure that they're not in your room?" And I
Thank
flipped
you,
over my
desk.
blanket, the one place I didn't check.
Hey,
Anyways,
Tim. There's a question about Rosita. Huh?
Will there be more
Oh.
players introduced, or is this our final cast? This is our final cast. This is everybody.
What is every character's favorite color? Orpal.
yellow.
Green.
Red.
Whoa.
Silver.
We got a whole rainbow here, okay?
Wow.
Fucking
The
skill
whole
squad
freaking
here.
Skittle Squad. Yes.
Yeah, 'cause we're- yeah.
At Oidwe asks, is Rosita single?
She. Oh, so many questions about Rosita. Yeah, she didn't even talk this entire
Thanks.
time.
Also, I saw y'all's
One
wellness
day.
checks. I was doing it throughout the session. Thank you.
We're saying too much shit.
How tall is Rosita? Rosita is. Where's her ref sheet? Hold on.
Isn't it?
She's 5'9". She's 5'9".
She's 5'9"? Got me tucking my hair behind my ear. Wow.
Yeah, I believe.
That's without the heels as well. With heels, she's technically like 6'1".
I believe
Oh
the
my God.
tallest in this entire group is Ace, who is 6'3".
Damn.
So.
Not the shortest.
Yeah, Harry's
Sierra.
6'1", so.
Sierra,
Sierra.
is this your height?
Sierra's
Oh, it doesn't.
Sierra's 4'11 3/4.
Yep.
Damn.
You want to know the best way that Dusk could have introduced? Because I did the reference sheet for her. I did the reference sheet for all the non-player characters. Do you want to know the way that Dusk introduced Sierra to me that had me screaming the moment I stepped foot back into the U.S.?
Yeah.
It was like, oh, like by the
My
way,
bad.
like I'm gonna need. It's just like, by the way, I'm gonna need like some more like, character, like some more character references and stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then they go, oh god, where is it? I think. Oh, here we go. Oh god, no, this is us talking about Grandma, who has
Grandma.
TikTok and Instagram.
Darlene's
There's also an important NPC girly that's your IRL height, so you don't feel excluded. And I was like, why would you curse her like that? And then I made a joke about my real life name that I'll send to the friends later, but I won't say that there. But I was just like, you made her smart, and they were like, yeah, she's silly and small and has purple hair and pronouns. And I'm yelling, you just made me with 3 more brain cells.
Yeah.
She's silly.
Yeah, and then we got to actually working on her, and they went, yeah, so she's got this really thick, long purple hair, and she's Hispanic. And I was like, why couldn't you start off with that?
Character traits, she's silly and funny and you purple hair.
You probably can't share this, but for lore purposes, did Vander graduate from high school or did he drop out? Oh, I can share that. He didn't graduate middle school. Are you kidding me?
I have to know, this is directed at the other players. Who's your guys' favorite NPC so far?
Ooh, I gotta think. 'Cause I like all these NPCs. I'm really happy with this cast.
Thank you. I'm glad.
I love being a hater, Vander.
That's real.
He's my silly.
I think Ava might be my favorite. I'm so glad there's like 3 baddies in this group here.
All of you need to go to therapy.
I've got 3 separate answers for that.
What?
I've got
let me hear.
For personality, like who they are as a character. Grandma, I love Grandma.
Grandma's
I've loved
my
Grandma
favorite too.
since Dusk told me about her. Like I was just like, I don't just want her. I want to be her, you know? Because like I love her so much. This is the only white woman I would ever want to be. And then in terms of references that I've made, not including Ono and Harry, because I also adore those, I love Ava's reference the most. I'm
Ava's
very
reference is
happy
so
with how
Very
that
good.
popped
I love
off.
her boots.
I love her everything. Like I love how she has a black and gray and like color palette, but it just stands out enough. So I love her so much.
The yellow.
I can't
But
wait
then
to
also
reveal
from-
more about her. Because I
I'm so
hinted at a
excited.
little bit with the Katya interaction, but I'm excited.
I'm so
then-
curious about that.
And then based
I
off of just tokens, because I had to make Vanders in less than 20 minutes and it started off the theme of making all the tokens, they're like the character's like internet profile picture, Vander is my
Oh,
favorite token.
Can we get the icons for the band?
For the band?
The band. How many band name was it? Just Grease?
It's just
It's just
Grease that's
Grease.
in there.
Okay, so
I can send
get those?
their. I plan on me and Peanut. We're going to make full references for those 3 eventually, but we don't have time.
That was last
that's
night.
fine. I just want to see these
Yeah.
up close.
I literally got back to my house yesterday. I was
Yeah. This is the most I've ever been
I will
invested
say,
in D&D, so great work, Dust. Thank you, I'm glad.
Kevin, I hope you recognize. I don't know why I'm signaling you out. I hope you recognize that Grease's token is
I
based
see it.
off of.
I see it. it clicked for me instantly. Please, I'm saying the video so horny.
The freaking that one Tokyo Ghoul like profile
Tokyo
pic.
Ghoul into yeah.
For chat,
Me
it doesn't
when
realize-
Ono rejects me.
He's so pathetic.
He's gonna like change his like profile picture to black, and it's gonna be like gone.
Oh god, he's insanely pathetic. I could share with chat now all of the art that I've made because I didn't share 2 weeks ago the
Yay.
characters.
Yeah.
The NPCs.
I was considering posting about the NPC art on my Twitter, but you made it, and I didn't want it, so like, please post it.
Oh, I don't care. I was gonna just throw it in the Discord, but wait, hold up.
Oh, I don't know what you meant. I have a soft
could do
spot
it
for
on- I
Vander
could-
just because he's bullied all the time. He's got to have some sort of defender. Don't defend that man. You don't know what he's done.
Not defend that man.
Yeah, he's done parodies of Walk the Prank. Do you want to defend him?
I am not.
He is a prank YouTuber.
Mortal enemy.
This man is somehow worse than what's his fucking name? Why am I forgetting his name?
I'm thinking of
Logan
Logan
Paul,
Paul.
yeah.
Logan Paul.
Yeah, this man is worse than Logan Paul. Let's be honest.
Oh no!
Well,
no,
that's funny
Vander, don't go in
because-
the forest.
I told you guys the 5 words that Dusk told me in the middle of work before we made Vander. Right?
Yeah, you said that last session.
Right.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
fun.
I'm very upset by Vander, but when I look at his profile picture, I remember that he's pathetic, and so I smile.
He's gotta die. We gotta kill him. It's not enough.
I like how it's not, he's gonna die because he's stupid. It's, we have to kill him.
we gotta kill this man, Harry.
Bro, whoever took the freaking risks, I swear killing Vander better be on that list, bro.
Please, please, please. I'm on my hands and knees.
I also just need to write for my notes real quick if I can ask. The group that all went together at the start was Katya, Rosita, Ono, Terry, right? They went up the stairs first, and then it was Harry and Oliver. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Harry, Oliver, and Ace.
For my notes, in case that's needed. Thank you.
Yup.
Okay. And chat, I appreciate y'all. I'm fucking tired as hell. I've been up since 4 in the morning. I'm gonna send y'all elsewhere
I'm gonna sleep.
to eat. I will try to stream as much as I can in between, but otherwise we will have our next stream on... It'll be on Monday. I will start getting this VOD posted immediately after stream, so if you want to check something or missed anything, it'll be there. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you and my players are ready to put your investigation caps on next session.
Yay! We're gonna get clues.
Yeah! Alright, catch y'all later. Bye-bye!
Get out of here.